Welcome, ladies, to today's Lotus Empress Flow. Hi, Carly. Hi, Linda. So good to see all of you. Amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in an incredibly powerful window of astrological time. The seasons, right? We are connected to nature. And so the cycles and the seasons of the earth have a profound impact on every area of our life. And that's where things get very interesting because we are currently in the year of the fire horse. You guys have heard about that, right? That fire horse energy. And many people, I think, wondered over the first half of the year, where is it? Because in April was actually a Yang water dragon month, which really put out a lot of the fire and enthusiasm of the horse. And then May was a yin water snake. And so the last couple months have been a little deep, a little intense, a little more emotional, I think, than maybe we anticipated with it being this fiery, hot yang horse. But this is where it gets really interesting about the current time that we are in. So in the Northern Hemisphere, and for you, Linda, this is a little bit different. We are approaching the summer solstice, the high point of the sun. What is the yang fire horse? What does yang fire mean? Well, if you tune into Chinese astrology, yang fire is actually the sun. It's not just firelight, it is actually representative of the actual sun itself. And so the fire horse is actually the year of the sun horse. That changes things, doesn't it? That kind of shifts the awareness of what the fire horse energy is. It's about illumination. It's about light. It's about expansion. And the fact that it's a horse, sun horse, means that we are charging ahead in the light, for the light, to be illuminated by the light around the ideas of the horse, which are freedom, which are expansion, which are charging ahead, action. It's the energy also of joy. Have you ever seen horses galloping in the field? And Linda, this resonates so much for you. The pure joy that the horse feels as it gallops and it frolics and it kicks up its heels. Yes, exactly. And so Alicia Law just asked the perfect question. I love this. She said, would that mean when the sun is highest, strongest, solstice would be strong and weaker in the winter? Absolutely. And so that is why right now, 2026, the solstice is literally the high point of the entire Yang fire year, Yang fire horse year, the solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. Linda's like, well, what about me? I'm in the Southern Hemisphere. What does that mean for me? Well, for you, Linda, you're going to have a resurgence of the fire horse in December because that will be your solstice. You'll have like, whoa, a lot of light and energy come through for you. Right now, it's like you have the seed of it because you're in the winter months. And so the sun is at its lowest. But as you make your way into December, it will be the peak. So for all of us in the Northern Hemisphere, just to reframe what is actually happening, is that we are in a yang, which means active, assertive, external year. Yep. And the fire horse, this is so interesting. The fire horse, the horse itself, if you were to take the hours of the day, every Chinese astrology sign has an hour that it resonates to. And so the horse resonates to high noon, which is we're in actually the window of the horse right now, noon to about 2, right? And so if you think about what is high noon for the solstice, I'm sorry, what is high noon of the seasons? The solstice, right? So every year, high noon energetically, the highest peak of the sun for the Northern Hemisphere is at the summer solstice. And for the southern hemisphere, it's at the winter solstice. So those are the horsiest times, you could say, of the entire year, the solstices for the northern and the southern. So the fact that we're in a fire horse year, I know I got to break down all the details here, right? We're in a fire horse year and we're coming up to the solstice here in the northern hemisphere. And this is where it gets really spicy and amazing. We are in the month of the wood horse. So we're in the month of the horse. We're in the highest peak of the sun, which is the horse season, and we're in the year of the fire horse. So when all of those things line up, we are literally in the most juiciest, powerful, potent expression in the northern hemisphere of the fire horse. All of that is still affecting you, Linda, but more as a seed that will sprout and grow into your summer solstice in December. So take it, dream it, plant it, know it's coming. And for those of you in the northern hemisphere, this is a powerful, palpable time of the fire horse reaching full expression. What might that mean for you? That means people, places, situations that allow you to tap into more expansion, more growth, more freedom, more sense of expansion, which could also show up as financial gifts. It could show up expansion with your business, getting out there more, being seen more, your fame growing. Now, of course, this is all determined by your specific Chinese astrology, how this is going to show up for you specifically. But overall, in general, for the collective, we are in what I would call the high point of the fire horse year for the Northern Hemisphere, the absolute high point. It doesn't get higher than this. The month of the wood horse, the year of the fire horse, and the summer solstice, which aligns to the horse as that season. The horse's season is the solstice. Double horse intensity. Exactly. Wood feeds fire. Exactly. Double horse intensity, wood feeds fire. Unbalance could also bring haste, restless energy. Exactly. So what is the shadow side of the double horse energy? Well, what happens when we have, a lot of fire and a lot of wood? What happens? Big fire, right? Big fire. So you want to have what? You want to have a big tub of water, right? You want to be sure you're hydrating. So I'm going to just drink, welcome, Marcy. I'm just going to drink some water right now. I want to make sure you're hydrating. One, it's getting hot, right? So if you're in the southern parts of the United States, like I'm in Southern California, Marcy, you're in Texas, it could be really heating up right now. Like, ooh, hot, right? And not only is it temperature hot, but when the sun reaches its solar maximum, which it does at the solstice, guess what? It's the heat of the light and the heat of the temperature. So what does it mean to have so much light, so much heat? It means that that which is buried, what happens when you have heat? Doesn't it kind of open things up? Like when you go in the sauna, and I can attest this because I was in the sauna for 4 hours last night. When you go into the sauna, what happens? It opens everything up. You start sweating your ass off, right? Expansion. Yeah. And also, it draws the toxins up to the surface. So we could be feeling tender right now because all the stuff that's been hidden and buried, guess what? The heat and the light is like a magnet that pulls it up to the surface. Gee, thanks, right? Gee, thanks. I really wanted to confront all that stuff. Well, it's the opportunity. It's the opportunity in disguise. Okay. So, a lot to take in, a lot to take in with the current astrological seasonal energy. Now, before we go any further, too, there's more. But wait, there's more. Yep, light on, buried shit, all three generations. Absolutely. So now it gets more complex because now I'm going to take you up to the sky and I'm going to show you what the astrology is doing. So we have overview, summer solstice, highest peak of fire horse year, peak intensity of the entire year, solar light, all of that firing off. And This is where it gets just ridiculous. And you're like, what? How does this all happen at once? How does this literally all happen at once? So, what do we have here? Okay. We have what's called a planetary parade going on. So, you notice how everything is lined up. We got the sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, the moon, all of this lined up. And so the energies are packed really tight. We have the sun here in Taurus about to go into Gemini. So it's right around Gemini's foot, right here at the tip of the horn of Taurus. And what's really cool is that it's actually still conjunct Rigel, this amazing supernova star that is many times larger than the actual sun. It's so brilliant. It's so bright. This is literally known as the billionaire star. So the sun is still illuminating it, and that increases opportunities for wealth, abundance. You know, it just like is this moment when we're tapping into our fullest potential with wealth and abundance. It's amazing. It's amazing energy. Okay. But, and here's the big challenge is that Venus and Jupiter and the moon today are all in Cancer. What is Cancer? Well, Cancer is symbolized by the crab, which represents home, family. You notice they have this tough shell around them, this hard exterior, but what's inside? It's the softest, most gentle energy ever, right? So soft and tender, right? And so crab is by nature very sensitive. Venus and Jupiter are our wealth planets. When the wealth planets go into Cancer, we feel more tender and sensitive. We feel more protective. We feel less expansive. And so while the sun and the energy of the season and the Chinese astrology is saying expand, Venus and Jupiter are saying stay safe, right? So our feminine expression of wealth and our Jupiter expression of wealth are saying stay safe, stay cozy, stay in your pajamas, don't go out. Don't make, don't expand too much. But where does the expansion come from then? It comes from your roots. It comes from your relationship to your family. It comes from home. So, and to wind it all up, both of these planets are directly opposite Pluto, the planet of the unseen, the planet of the hidden. So what the heck does all this mean? Venus and Jupiter in the sign of family are DNA. With Pluto, the great revealer, our DNA is exposing the roots of trauma that our family has with money on the deepest level imaginable at the highest peak of the year. And we're approaching Father's Day. So as I tuned into all of us and I tuned into this focus on wealth creation and money, which it's like that's the focus right now for the collective. We want to have more money. Why? Because we want security and we want freedom. Both of those things are emphasized right now. Father's Day is on Sunday and the solstice. And so as I was getting ready for this call, I tested into what is the highest and best for all of us to clear on. And I don't know if you're going to like it or not. Uh, but I think it will be the most useful, and I think it will be the most potent, and I think it will be the most powerful. So today's call, we are going to focus on clearing the father wound because that is effing deep for most of us. And what does father often relate to? God, source, right? And what is the sun often described as? The divine masculine, right? Yeah. So talk about a lot of stuff coming up right now, like a lot of stuff. And so I'm really glad that all of you are here. Thank you, Carly, for sharing your testimonial on the Telegram channel. Thank you. She shared that her friends are actually saying that after doing the Lotus Empress calls, she is looking lighter and brighter. And I think that's just such a fantastic testimony. Marcy, did you want to share something? Were you just raising your hand because you're like, yes, or do you have a question or you have a share?
I have a question
Yeah,
about the astrology charts.
do it. Yeah.
So, okay, you said Venus, Jupiter, and the moon were in Cancer, but then I saw the moon
Hmm.
and one of the planets, but the other one was like further out.
Yeah, yeah. So Jupiter, and Marcy, if you want to turn up the sound a little, go ahead, Linda.
Oh, is this better?
Sure. Yeah, yeah, very good.
Oh, okay.
So Jupiter and Venus are both in Cancer, but they move at different speeds. So Venus is like always moving top speed, and it's of course the divine feminine planet, right? So women are always moving faster, right? It's kind of obvious. Jupiter is much bigger and he's slower. So he's like slowly making his way out of Gemini, and I'll show you here. I'll just show you so you can see it. All right. So if we go back up to the actual sky, right? There you go. You can see Venus, you can see the moon very clearly in Cancer. Jupiter is in what we call the division lines, for lack of a better word. And so Jupiter, so Gemini, right, is right here. This is the
Hmm.
constellation of Gemini. Here is Cancer. You can tell that it's like smack down in the middle, right? It's like right here, which according to how they do astrology, it has entered the waters of Cancer. It could still be feeling some of that Gemini excitement of communication and expression and sharing, but it's headed into Cancer. It's going to go deep into Cancer. It's going to line up with Venus here. And so there's a switch happening, and it might not be happening entirely yet, but there's a switch from the Gemini energy, which Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and Gemini is the planet of communication. It's the planet of networking, marketing. It's a very mental, cerebral energy. Like, hey, Marcy, how you doing? And we have this chat, and you're like, I just started taking this wonderful product, or I just started doing this wonderful course. And I'm like, oh, that's great. What is it? And then you share with me what it is. Gemini is about that spread of information and knowledge. And we literally just had Jupiter and Venus here for like a month. And it was great because there's so much communication happening. People were starting to move again. Gemini also rules the horse. Horse and Gemini are connected. So it's the year of the horse. So everything was like very lined up. And so, with the shift of Venus leaving Gemini and now Jupiter leaving as well and going to Cancer, we're moving from the mind, which is so much easier as women to deal with, right? Because, like, okay, thoughts, logic, rationality, okay, I got that. Things make sense. Well, what happens when we get into Cancer is we go from air to water. We go from thinking to emotion. We go from thinking to feeling. Oh boy, right? Because as women, we feel so much. We feel so deeply. And yeah, it's like, okay, run a business as a woman. It's like there's this whole other side of us that we're contending with that people don't necessarily talk about. And that's one reason I'm doing these calls is because I got burnt out as a businesswoman doing my work out in the world because I wasn't taking time to honor the depth of my emotions and my feelings and the need for space and the need to have a rest day and a need to maybe take off a couple days of the month for whatever reason because you just need to. You just got to process, you just got to feel. And so when Jupiter and Venus go into Cancer, which is also really the sign of the moon rules Cancer, it's about emotion. And it's really a time where the money could come through sharing your emotions. Like, what does that mean? Like doing a woman's call, right? Like this could be incredibly financially lucrative right now. And I'm not saying that's why I'm doing it, but I'm just sort of putting that out there that women, all of you sharing what you do, maybe it's like it's a support call or it's a support energy that you share with the world. That could be very lucrative right now. So typically, right? The mental, the logical, the rational, all that stuff is prized as money making, right? It makes sense. Like that's how you make money, right? You share your content, you make media. That makes sense. But when Jupiter and Venus go into Cancer, suddenly what can make you money? could be things you'd never expect, like being a caregiver, like being someone who is a nurturer, right? Because Cancer is all about nurturing, it's all about nourishment. You could say Cancer is really about the mother. It embodies the mother frequency of giving love. You know, I always think of Cancer and I think of a mother rocking a baby, right? So, what are ways in which we can make money as women where we're embodying the caregiving role of nurturing, of nourishment, of support? Food making, that falls into this category. So, you know, sharing food with people could be a great way to make income. So, catering or restaurants or hospitality, like hotels, like these all get emphasized when the two wealth planets go into the sign of nurturing and nourishment. It also means that energetically, we may feel more protective of our energy because it's not in this expansive air energy anymore. It's more in this containment energy where Cancer likes to be in a little contained environment, right? If you go to the beach and you go to the tide pools, right? You don't necessarily see the crabs all running around. They tend to stay in their little pool, right? They tend to stay in what is their home. Cancer rules the home. It rules the heart. Look at that. I'm not sure what that was. It looked like a shooting star. Could have been a satellite, but that was pretty cool. Cancer is all about the home, right? And as women, would you agree, we have a pretty deep bond with our homes? Like we take care of our homes, we clean our homes, we make food in our homes. A lot of us, you know, many of you have had children, right? Have cared for children in the home. And the home is a very important place. And so typically, though, all of this is not really valued by our society, is it? Not so much. But because these two wealth planets are here, guess what? The door is now opening to the possibility of great wealth coming through these channels. Does that make sense?
Yes. I never looked at Cancer that way.
Mhm. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either. You know, it's been 20 years of observing these constellations and being like, what are they? What do they really represent? What is the energy of it? You know? And as you look deeper into Cancer, it's literally ruled by the moon. And in astrology, the moon represents the mother, it represents emotion, it represents nourishment, feeling. It's the quintessential caring love of the mother. That's what the moon represents. But it can also cause us to stay safe because the moon, Cancer, is highly protective. You can see its pincher bugs. And so it's very combative if it feels like its boundaries are being crossed. It's like, stay back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't let anyone in because I'm protecting my home. It's the highly protective energy of the mama bear. And so that's maybe one of the challenges with Cancer is that we can become very protective of our resources. We can become protective of our home. We can become protective of our energy. And so we kind of lock up the fortress when all these planets go into Venus and we kind of come more inward because we're protecting the nest. That's what Cancer can imply, right? It's an interesting energy. And both of these planets are now opposite Pluto, directly opposite the entire wheel in the sign. You see Sagittarius here of Capricorn. There's Capricornus right here. Yeah. So Pluto is in Capricorn and it's directly opposite those nurturing, protective home energies of Venus and Jupiter. And look how tiny. So here's the sign of Capricorn and look how tiny Pluto actually is. Gosh, I always do this. I'm gonna put it back in. Okay, there we go. So in we go. Tiny, tiny. You can't even see it. In fact, the astronomers have now classified Pluto as an asteroid. However, I still look at it as a planet. And so, what does Pluto represent? Pluto represents the unconscious. It represents everything that is buried, that is hidden, that is kept secret in Capricorn, in our structures, in our businesses, in the foundations. And so Pluto in Capricorn, opposite, directly opposite the chart from Venus and Jupiter in Cancer, represents all of these skeletons in our closet of our family, because Cancer represents home and family. It represents our DNA, it represents our roots, it represents where we come from, being brought up to the surface. Talk about mother trucking deep right now. We got all these planets in this emotional sign of Cancer, feeling, emotion, the home, the mom, opposite the most deep diving, intense planet, the god of the underworld, that asks us to go deep into ourselves, to look at where we came from, to look at our relationship to our mom and dad, to look at their DNA. Where did they come from? And so the energy is pretty deep right now, collectively across the planet, as we're being asked to go deep into ourselves as a collective, not just individually, not us, just all of us on this call who are light workers who are here to go beyond what the normal person does, right? All of you are our champions, all of you. But the whole world is being asked to do what you do every week: confront, look at the stuff that's been buried in the family, this, and this is the heads up that stuff with your family may come up in the next month or so, like whether it's awarenesses, whether it's actual conflict, whether it's conversations, or it's just a feeling. Alicia Law is laughing. This is my heads up that this could be happening over the next 6 months, as Jupiter will be in Cancer for about a year. So, and it's in that window with Pluto, which is also retrograde. And so it's bringing up our family stories and the stuff in our families that's kept us stuck up to the surface. I know it's a lot to chew on. I know it's a lot to chew on. All right, is this getting through?
Yeah, it's getting through.
I didn't, and you don't have to like
No,
it.
it's fine. It makes me have more questions, but I don't want to take up the time.
Yeah, please ask.
No, it's cool because then we won't. I mean, you want to do the data clearing and stuff, so because like I have okay, I'm gonna just one of the questions is like, who decided like what stars make up a constellation,
Oh,
and then like what are you getting a crap from like one, two, six stars that look like I mean, or the
right.
twins.
Right.
I,
Yeah. Well, that those are some big questions, Marcy. And as an astrologer, I'm basically just saying, okay, I'm accepting that these are the constellations and this is the art and the science of reading them. Of course, we could spend an entire day diving deep into, what does it really mean? Is it really right? But what I've found that leads me away from doing that is how effing accurate this is,
okay,
like over and over again. And I just invite you to take the message I'm sharing today and being like, huh, is that resonating? Is that actually happening for me? Because we can, and maybe discovering and learning about astrology could be something that you really love and enjoy and you want to go deeper on. And I highly encourage that. But for today's call and the auspices of this call, going beyond, just kind of accepting that these are the symbols and this is what they mean, are a little outside the scope of the call. And you're already like, it's probably not the best
right,
question.
right, okay,
Um, but I totally respect that, and I appreciate your desire for information and wanting to know and wanting to learn. I think that's awesome. And please, if you find out information about it, please feel free to share with me. Of course, everything could be decoded more, and we could talk about this until the cows come home. Absolutely. I mean, it's a whole thing. Who decided this and what, who's in charge of this, and does it really? Beyond all of that, what I have found is that it's incredibly relevant and accurate. Like for years now, since 2022, when I started this business and I started following, okay, where are the planets? What are they doing? Okay, Mercury is in the planet of communication, so people are still pretty communicative. But Jupiter, which is the head honcho or the the king of the gods, he's making his way to Cancer, which is the sign of emotion. And Venus is here, which is also the feminine energy of emotion. And so is the moon. And they're all opposite Pluto, which is the underworld, which is deep intensity, which means family stuff could be coming to the surface like crazy over the next year. And also the way that you make money can be through your family. And Alicia Law shares, oh my God, 50th in-laws anniversary early July and sister wedding early August. 100% been having family dynamics. Yeah. So just take this and use it. If you want to ask more questions, feel free to do so. But just play with it, right? It's like, okay, I'm gonna take all this with a grain of salt and I'm gonna watch my life. I'm gonna see what happens. And so you might be wondering, well, Lotus, why do you want to clear the father if Venus and Jupiter are in the sign of Cancer, which is the sign of the mother?
I was
Well,
wondering that.
good. So let me explain why. So you remember how I said that Venus and Jupiter are exactly opposite Capricorn down here. And Capricorn, and this is the hilarity and the interestingness, is the sign of the father. So Capricorn is structure, it's discipline, it's strength. And that's where Pluto is, which is the god. Wow. Okay. Love when you copy something that's from before. Okay, so Pluto. All right, so Pluto is right here. And this is in the sign right now, the god of the underworld of the father. And so the sign of the father is opposite the two money-making planets. So that means that both our relationship to mom and our relationship to dad are being emphasized right now because Cancer doesn't just represent the mother, it represents the home. It represents mom and dad together having a baby, making a family. And so it really can go back to the first moment of conception when mom and dad had that first rendezvous of the sperm and the egg and they came together. That's really what Cancer can represent. And Pluto is related to sexuality and it's in the sign of the father. So there's this very deep activation between the planets of the mother and the father. So um, honestly, we could look at either one right now to great effect. But the fact that the solstice is on Sunday and it's all about the sun, and because it's Father's Day, so we're going to all be thinking about it, right? Hi, Danny Lee, welcome back. Whether we actually are aware we're thinking about it or not, when we go to the store, we're going to see Father's Day cards. Maybe not for you, Linda, because you're in a different part of the world. But, and I did test into it. And Michael shared a really great audio in the Telegram channel for our practitioners about testing in to the highest and best for us. And I was like, I really want to focus on that for all of you and testing in for the highest and best for all of you. I was like, so is it in the highest and best to work on money? And I got to know, is it in the highest and best to work on the father? And it was just so strong. And I was thinking about, what is the father, right? It's support, it's strength. Ideally, like let's imagine like what would be the perfect father situation if we had that. I know most of us didn't have this. A strong man who was there for us, who supported us, who provided financial and emotional support to lift us up so that when we went out into the world, right, after we were strong enough, we felt supported, we felt seen, we felt like we have the backing of a strong, powerful man saying, you go get it. I love you. You rock. Imagine that. And I say imagine that because that was nowhere near to what I experienced with my father. He was barely there, right? He was an alcoholic who slept outside in a tent, and he would show up every so often. And my mom would take him in because she felt bad for him. and help him out. That said, my dad is awesome. My dad is legit. Like he is a talented musician, he's a talented artist. He just doesn't live in this world. He's like the quintessential idiot savant who's so brilliant, but he just doesn't understand this world and he doesn't care. So he'd rather live in a tent than do any of this bullshit that most of us have to do, right? So I have utmost respect for his ridiculousness. I really do. And the drinking, like, yeah, I would probably drink too if I was supposed to be a strong man and deal with this world and all the expectations and pressures. I get it. So, and it doesn't really matter what he brought into my life because the most important thing is what do I do with it? The most important thing is how do I heal from it? How do I claim back my spark and my spirit with or without him? And I can remember the moment that I had the realization, like, God, why did you give me such a not so great father? Like, why? Why wasn't my dad there for me? I was like really questioning the universe. And what I heard was that we are in a time where the divine feminine, where beings are learning that they can be 100% whole no matter their childhood, no matter what they've been through, no matter what the smallness of their human father was, the bigness of the true father can always compensate for it. And yes, there's trauma to clear, and yes, there's pain to heal. But I realize that we all hold within us the seed of wholeness, no matter what our experience with our mom or dad was. And that this is the opportunity to heal on that deep level. I'm not saying I'm fully there yet. It leaves its mark. It leaves its mark with your parents, how they treat you. It affects you. But that's why I'm doing this call. Because wouldn't it be nice to lift pain we have with the father? And here's the thing, it's not just our dad, right? So some of you may be saying, I had a great relationship with my dad. I love my dad. Everything was good there. Well, what about his dad and his dad and his dad and the dad before that and the dad before that and the dad all the way back to the eternal beginning? What has happened to our fathers? And to be women, fully powerful women, what do we have to do? We have to embrace both our masculine and our feminine self. And what does the masculine do? It protects the feminine. So if our divine masculine self that was trained and a lot of times came into being because of our father's relationship to us is not 100% strong, then our feminine is not going to feel safe enough to open up and allow her to be held. Does that make sense? And so both are so important and crucial to us coming into harmony and balance. And Danny Lee, I got you, sister. I know that the dad thing it's been big, right? And it's been huge for me too. So are you ready to confront this? All of you. Yeah. So here we go. And we're going to just start at the most basic beginning level. Dad, dad. When you think about dad, yep, and we got some yawns already happening here on a scale of -10 to +10. Whew, it's going to be powerful. What's your number? Just now, just starting out, when you just tune into it, and it's not like you're thinking about it. It's just like, how do I feel in my body when I think about dad? Okay, so -10. Okay, a 3. Marcy's like, he was pretty legit. He held it down. Good. Right. -7. No, no. 2 to 3. And a lot of this, some women are daddy's girls and some women are mama's girls, right? Like some women have had way better relationships to their mom, and some of us had like we got along way better with dad, right? Way better with dad. So it's all very interesting. But the idea here is that we want to clear the gunk. Yeah. Does anyone want to share what comes up for you around dad? Marcy shares, I've had some practice forgiving him and making him not wrong, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. So that's why I'm like, I'm at a 3. But if you had asked me probably like another time, you know what I'm saying? We could have been like farther back on the scale. But
Right.
now I'm just like, he's talented, he's cool, you know what I mean? He's very talented, very talented. Like artist, engineer, musician,
Right.
he's cool. But
Isn't
yeah.
that funny? You know, for those of you who don't know, Marcy and I actually share an ancestor going back hundreds of years. We have my dad's ancestor who came on the Mayflower is also her ancestor because they share lineage. So when you say that about your dad, I'm like, I can like almost feel this slight, very slight similarity between, I'm like, this is just too much. So
Right, because when you were talking, I was like, huh?
right, right. This creative, yeah, yeah, it comes in the DNA. That's amazing. Wow. Yeah, we both had an ancestor on the Mayflower, the same one. And then my mom had another one. So there's a lot of Mayflower ancestry. And the Mayflower, for those of you who don't know, was the first boat of pilgrims who came to the United States to Massachusetts and landed at Plymouth Rock and that whole story. Just a lot to clear there. That could be a whole call, Marcy. Maybe we should do a clearing call on the Mayflower someday. Yes, Linda, go ahead and share.
So with me, like I had a good relationship with dad, I guess, but dad was it was like I grew up with, women are supposed to be in the kitchen, and I had a not good relationship with my mum, but with my dad, I actually feel all the grief. That's why I gave it a -7 about all the bad things that happened to him. And interesting enough, my grandfather was a severe alcoholic, but that was after the
Ah,
war. So that was after the war. So, all those traumas. So that's why I've got the -7, because I still feel it in my heart. It even hurts a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that seems like it goes back a ways too, right? Because if there's pain with dad now, more than likely there was pain with a dad back however many generations. Like it doesn't just appear, right? Like alcoholism doesn't just appear. Like drug addiction doesn't just appear. Like there was trauma and trauma and trauma. And they finally hit a point where they're just like, they can't take it, right? Because for men, surviving in this world is so different than it is for us, right? It is
And look,
so different. Yeah.
and Lotus, as kids, we were actually petrified of my grandfather because he was so grumpy. Yeah,
Mhm.
he was terrifying. Yeah.
Right. Good awareness.
So lots of dad stuff to clear.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and it's good timing because with the focus on it, and I know that in the Southern Hemisphere, you don't have Father's Day the same day, but it's still there, right? It's still in the collective. So it's pushing that relationship up to the surface. I was actually gonna be like, Michael, can we do a dad clearing call? And I was like, well, I don't want to push it. But so I figured I might as well just do it. Danny Lee, did you want to share or do you want to just share in the chat? It's up to you. You don't have to share if you don't want to. But if you do, you're welcome to.
Oh, it's just we're having a rough time here in the house.
Oh,
She's broke up with her boyfriend on Sunday.
oh, your daughter.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, but 2 days later she's regretting it, wants him back, and he says no, so she's feeling rejected. It's just, and it's all bad stuff. I know it's all father issues. She doesn't feel important, she doesn't feel valuable. And then she just called me because she's having a panic attack at work,
Mhm.
and she chooses to work with men, right?
Right.
It's just,
So,
yeah, it's really
so
triggering too, right?
this might be really good for her actually. So you working on this, right? Because if she has the father stuff already too, then you working on your father stuff could be huge for her because more than
I
likely
hope
she's
so.
she's inherited it, right? So this is great. We got two in one here. We got the mom and daughter also getting support. Alicia La, did you want to share anything about this
Yeah,
topic?
sure, I can share. So I think like for me with when I think about my own dad, I feel neutral in a good way, like a decent way. Because I mean, there's moments where we're really deeply connected and we get along really well. I was actually just talking to him last night, and we had like a really beautiful conversation. And then there's other moments where we just also have different personalities and we drive each other nuts. But it's not a, uh, I think it's all in all fairly good, like really good relationship. The interesting thing though was I was then tuning into also dads in general, and that is a very different number where that feels like a -7. So it's interesting contrasting the relationship I have personally, more specifically, and then the relationship more generally. I think there probably might be more like a lower number when I think about the connection I have to my father-in-law,
Mhm.
where we don't have necessarily as strong of a relation. Like I have a fairly close relationship with my dad. Um, and I actually sent my dad to go cheer up Anthony's dad, which was really beautiful. And then he was bringing some brightness to Anthony's dad, and Anthony was like really, really like moved. So it's
That's
can also
sweet.
be yeah, beautiful too. So
So what would be the number you'd put to your father-in-law just now as you tune into him and just kind of the vibe?
he's probably in the -6 right now, -7.
Hmm.
Um, Not that I have anything particularly against him. It's just there's a lot that like Anthony and I are taking on for the celebration of the 50th.
Right.
And I think he's just a little bit more down right now and kind of very tired, very
Right.
exhausted, a little more grouchy.
Is it his 50th, the family? Is it on his side?
Like my him and his wife, so my mother and father-in-law are celebrating their 50th year of being married.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's coming up very quickly. So
And he's
and
tired.
yeah, and well, we have a lot of there's a lot of family that's coming in from different places, so I think there's
Right.
stress. And then I think it's interesting you mentioned the caregiving aspect. My father-in-law is a very intense caregiver for my mother-in-law.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
That's a lot.
yeah.
There are a lot to clear there, I can feel. So,
Yeah.
so what's going to be great though is we're going to tackle your end of
Yeah.
why he's triggering for you. And then
Yeah. Which is
that,
great.
yeah, that means that when you think about him, you're going to be
Yeah.
lighter. And so your energy,
Yeah.
because you're not going to have the charge, is going to be
Yeah.
like a magnet to kind of pull positive energy towards him. Whereas now
Yeah.
you're meeting him with trigger to trigger.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go anywhere. But we're light
Yeah.
workers. All of us here, you're all amazingly powerful light workers. And so your energy probably, and you may be able to attest to this,
Hmm.
naturally clears people when you're
Hmm.
in the right space. You can just be
Hmm.
around someone and someone's like, oh, I feel so much better. And you're like, yeah.
Well,
I'm
and I think the interesting thing that I just also thought about too is that I think Anthony's dad, because he's a lot older, in his mid 70s, closer to 80. He's a lot older than my dad is, and he's closer to he triggers more of like the relationship I have with like my Asian culture as a whole, of like the familial expectations,
interesting.
where my dad doesn't have that same. I mean, my dad definitely has that trigger to a certain extent, but it's not the same level of intensity that my father-in-law has.
What's the number you would give your dad itself?
Um, it really swings. It swings probably between like a -3, -4 to like a 5, 6.
Positive?
Yeah.
What a range.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
it could also get better too, but
right.
yeah. But I think
There's
it's
something
definitely my
there.
father-in-law represents more of the connection that I have of like the familial expectations of like my lineage, my Asian lineage.
And so, familial expectations, for those of you who are not familiar with Asian culture, would you like to list a couple of those familial expectations, as that may actually resonate with a lot of you around kind of the energy of the father and the role of the father and ways
Mm,
in which it can be triggering as women, especially in the patriarchal history. that we come from that a lot of us are really like done with, really done with
Hmm.
that. So, what are some of the familial family
Uh,
expectations that you feel like he embodies?
there, well, there's a lot of expectation, like a ton of expectation of being a certain level of, there's usually like no matter what you do, it's never enough. So there's a focus on uh what's not working as opposed to what is working.
Mhm,
There's a lot of around like honor and respect.
mhm,
There is definitely emotions of like disappointment. Um, you don't want to dishonor your family, because there's a lot of comparison that can exist between families. So you could get shunned or disowned from the family. Not that like I would say Anthony's dad, he's definitely also like more unconventional, so he's not fully steeped in that. But there's a strength that exists where if you imagine almost like a number of sticks all tied together, there's a strength in being together, but then there's also an oppressive weight to all being tied together where it's more the whole of the collective as opposed to the individuality. Individuality is not part of it, nor if depending on your age and your rank, you do not have as high of you have to listen as opposed to like be speaking up.
right. Right. So like independence,
Oh
feminine
no.
power.
No, no,
No.
there's no independence. There's no talking back.
Right. So unless you're the same age as him and you've achieved the success that he's achieved, then sit down and be quiet because you're not a high enough authority to speak up to him. Is that kind of
A little bit like, but I said he's not as conventional on that front. So it's more that he stirs some of those feelings.
right?
He's not necessarily a full embodiment of it, but I think he triggers more of the expectation. Uh, like from the beginning, he's always known what he's wanted to do. And he's always kind of been very adamant and relentless. He's built an incredibly successful business and actually provided and been a caretaker for most of his extended family. So he's paid for people's university educations. He's like typically is like grabbing the check for everybody at meals. Um he's definitely been a provider.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that's really an interesting point you're bringing up here about him providing and being a
Yeah.
provision and being successful. And then
Yeah.
also how there's this other side to that of, and I think this
Yeah.
plays into the father role for all of us, and especially
Hmm.
back in the DNA. What
Mm.
was the price of provision?
Yeah. Yeah, because right now
So,
he's disconnected from he has like all these things, but he doesn't have like the same level of joy and happiness and is exhausted.
and then
So,
I would also bring this back to us as women in
mm,
terms of like what was the price we've had to pay to be taken care of. And so if you think about it,
yeah. Yeah.
right? Like women, okay, you'll be cared for by your father, you'll be
Yeah.
fed, you'll be housed,
Yeah.
you'll be provided for. But if you go back
Yeah.
in time, you're going to have to marry whoever I say you have to marry.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do what I say, or you're going to be disowned. And I think that you're really clearly kind of poking at that with the expectations, the comparison, this disappointment, this like fear of being disowned if you don't do the right thing.
Mm,
So there's a lot of pressure as the
hmm.
feminine that we may carry in our lineage around the father,
Hmm.
around feeling like we have to, and almost like it's the feeling of like being forced into a box. And it's
Hmm.
like the feminine itself is like this wild, free, organic energy that just is guided by emotion. It's guided by intuition. It's guided by knowingness. Or
Hmm.
like as a woman, if you're connected into yourself, you know when something's right for you and you know when something's wrong for you, and it's very hard to fake it. That's why orgasm is challenging for women unless we are deeply emotionally connected to the person and we trust them enough to open, right? And so that very basic analogy also relates to if someone tells us to do something and
Hmm.
we know it's not right,
Hmm.
it's like it's much harder for us to just do it because we can feel it in our womb, in our bodies. No, right? So imagine thousands of years of the Father being the power that tells us it will be provided for, but we have to do what they say.
Mm-hmm.
So how many times have we had to make choices against ourselves or be shunned, right? Which is like a really kind of tumultuous feeling of suppression.
Mm-hmm.
So one angle of the father wound is suppression, being suppressed, not being able to be who we are because we have to follow the rules.
Mm-hmm. No, and this just other one quick thing is that so Anthony had like like an ayahuasca experience, and one of the things that he was really connected to was like noticing where the female line was, like he had this visual of like the men in the line being like bigger and the female being really small, and like he saw that with like his parents, he saw it kind of like on his side and he saw it on my side, and then seeing like his vision of the future was more that like, well, I think he actually put the female as bigger, but than the male. But I think that there's a balance of actually what would it be like if there could be equalness as opposed to
Right.
like minimizing either one of the gender. And my grandfather's dad, so Anthony's grandfather, he was like has this crazy autobiography, was really like lived this really crazy life, was this like kind of war hero, all these other things. A lot is written about him, and there's very little written about the women. And even like when I was looking at the family tree line, like the women are taken out of it. And I'm like, ah, what the F's? Like, anyways, it was a big project to get that like put together, like 10 years. But it just, yeah, what's the history behind for women, how we've been?
Yeah. And if you look at China, and this is such a crazy hardcore example, like girls are killed, like
Yeah.
boys are prized, and women, baby girls are killed if they have too many children and they want to have a boy, they will get an abortion if it's a girl.
Well, I don't think that's the case anymore, but it's they're in a lot of trouble right now because they have way too many guys and not enough females.
Right.
It's
Right.
really bad.
But that was a practice that they did, right?
Mhm.
So if you look back in history, patriarchy has prized the male, right, as
Yeah.
the one who takes the last name, the one who takes the family money, the one who leads. But if you go back even farther, there were matrilineal societies where the name actually passed from the mother to the child,
Mm,
and the women were actually in charge. And some say that that was when women abused men and
yeah.
put them down and treated them as slaves. And so that this is all um,
Yeah.
kind of like a karmic unfoldment of what happened going the other
Mm,
way. And now we're coming back, as Alicia was saying, ideally to the equality and to the balance because we're all children of God, right? And
mhm.
there really isn't one that's better than the other. Like it isn't that way. Um, and then Carly was sharing 136 men to every 100 women in China right now. Yeah, so a big problem, right? Because they want partners, right? So this is a big, so equity is more the ideal, not equality, right? Yeah, and then we go back to the women's liberation movement in the 60s where women are super powerful and then men are getting kind of put down again and suppressed and like made to be feminine when they're not. So there's a big can of worms that we're opening today. It's a big gigantic can of worms and that relate to gender inequality, that relate to the suppressed feminine, that relate to the trauma that we've experienced with men that has a historical root going way, 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 way back, right? It goes way back to whenever there's a story of like the matrilineal societies and how they worship the goddess. And then all of a sudden, these tribes came in that worshiped the masculine and they took over and conquered the feminine worshiping tribes. And the goddess got pushed down into the dirt. But what came before that, right? So I think for all of us, I think I can speak for all of us. I think that I know that what we are calling in, like Danny Lee shared, is this equity, this sense of balance, this sense of justice, this sense of honor me as a divine being of source, and I honor you as a divine being of source, not one of us better than the other. not one of us having more power than the other. And Alicia Law sharing divine union. Yes, divine union in the respect of one another in their ultimate divine offering to each other. Right. Divine union. Yes. Divine union is what creates a happy, healthy world. I actually came across a book once channeled by the earth itself, supposedly. And the Earth Mother said that the reason that our planet is imbalanced is because, and the reason we have war is because of the imbalance between men and women. And that true peace will come to this earth when men and women live in harmony and balance. Imagine that. No more fighting with men because they're different. No more men putting women down. No more women putting men down, but true balance, equity, harmony. So that's one of the really big reasons why I put this call together, is that I know that as women, there's a lot of junk in the trunk when it comes to men. There's a lot of junk in the trunk when it comes to father, dad, and what is, if we want to have this truly beautiful divine union with our partner, this is where it comes back to dad. Our first map, our first blueprint of our relationship to men, where does it come from? It comes from our first relationship to dad. So every relationship that we've ever had, most of them, we were acting out the patterns of our relationship to our father. I know. And some of you are like, yep, I saw that happening. And so when we heal the relationship to dad, we're also going to be healing our relationship to men in general, and also opening the door to having divine union, to having a beautiful partnership, to having a beautiful marriage with a man, which, if we have issues with this, can be blocking our money flow. Why? Because wealth is about receiving, especially as women. So if we don't feel safe, comfortable, good receiving a man, and you know what I'm saying here, if there's any sense of like, I don't know, like I remember the first time I saw their equipment, I was terrified. I was so afraid of this thing. I was just like, is it a monster? Like I was actually, I was pretty young. I was terrified. And so we're not raised in a society that really teaches us in a pure good way about the other sex, are we? I mean, it's like, surprise, this is what's going on in a men's world. Like, whoa. So if we were, we could be taught and we could be shown so that it's easier and safer and we feel better. But we have to get back to our relationship to the first man in our life, which is the father. Because all kinds of wacky stuff happened for all of us, because we live in a wacky world where they weren't raised well and their parents weren't raised well and their parents were raised well. And there's just this trauma in the collective that most of us are dealing with that isn't just our dad. It's part of the entire story of the father and the father and the father and the father, all the way back to freaking God. There we go. So, are you ready to start clearing this? Does anyone else have anything they'd like to share before we get into clearing? Yeah, go ahead, Marcy.
It's just a question. Like, so we're going to like our DNA dad, right? Not like any step parents or anything like that.
Here's the good news. If you had more of an issue with them, like your step parent, this is also gonna get that. Is that kind of what happened for you? Like more trauma with the step parent than with the actual dad?
I would say,
Yeah.
because I lived with him more. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. So in your case, I would just focus on what is the biggest,
Okay.
and it will probably also be hitting your biological dad stuff too. But like if you have a foster parent or a stepdad that was like a super trauma, that is an impact, right? That was programmed, and that's probably something you're still working through with your relationship. So if we can get down to the root of the crazy stuff that happened with dad, guess what? It's probably going to free up your relationships. Okay, so now, now that we've gone even deeper, thank you, Marcy, for sharing. Would you please put into the chat when you think about dad now, -10 to +10, what is your trigger level now that we have more clarity across the board here. And this, warning, this may be a little bit more heavy than the average call because this is big. This is pivotal. Okay, stepdad, -7, -7. Man, yeah, I'm already feeling it. It's like this dense weight, a little bit of pain in my head. Okay, what are your numbers? Let's get those mapped out as we get ready to confront something that we've been carrying for a very long time. 2 to 3. Okay, great, Carly. Good. -10. Yeah, big. Big, big, big. I hear you. Me too, Danny Lee. I was like, Lotus, are you ready to tackle this subject? I'm like, I'm all in. I'm all in. The more triggered, the better. The juicier the meat. She's like, I am not feeling that way at all right now. It's okay. We'll get there. Okay. 2 to 3, -10, -2. Okay, good. All right. So let me just tune into all of us here. And I just want you to know, like, I am with you on the field. I am walking through all of this with you. We are all here with each other. This is a very powerful mastermind. When this call starts, all of our guides, all of our guardians, all the beings of love and light of the earth, of source, come here for our call. So we are not alone. And all of us have incredibly powerful support teams. So it's not just you on this call. This is like full heaven team alignment happening right now because we are healing the earth. Like this is no joke. This is no joke at all. So you're not alone. Okay. I want you to just allow God's love and light to come in for you and know that you're held and you are supported. And I'm going to tune into all of us now. And there's so much here. It's like a fire hose. And I'm going to tune into for our highest and best. I'm going to start with an upper level block. This is a block to God. This is a block to how our relationship to our Father then affected our ability to receive love from God. It's crazy, right? It's like I never thought about that before. It's like the crazy shit that happened with these father figures affected our upper levels. So I just heard a falcon sing 100, 1,000, 1 million. So 1 billion. So focus 1 billion levels up. Think about dad. Think about anything that happened with dad, any negative experiences with dad, and that created a block to God. It created a block to you feeling the love of God, right? Because dad was supposed to bring the love of God, and dad didn't always bring the love of God. And so it created this wound. Yeah, it created this wound to God. So would you like to clear this block to God that dad brought in? Or the relationship to dad? It wasn't like he meant to, it's just what happened. Okay, please, when you're ready, take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with this block to God with my dad. 1 billion levels up. And then you're going to exhale and you're going to blow it out. You might need to stretch. You might need to yawn. Just kind of let that energy move up and out and through you. Deep breaths in and out. Very good. That is going to be so powerful. I'm so excited for all of us. Okay, because what I'm hearing is that when we have more flow from source coming in, wealth comes from God. So anything that's blocking us from God that we clear is like more money, more love, more sense of oneness, more sense of like everything's okay right now here as I am. Yeah, we're getting there. We got a lot to clear with this. Okay. When you're ready, we're going to do this again. You're going to, yep, I know we're big shifting already. Take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions 1 billion levels up with the trauma with dad that created this block to God. And then you're going to exhale. You're going to blow it out. You're going to stretch. You're going to yawn. You're going to move your body. You're going to let all that dense, stuck energy go. Oh, Oh my God. It's like, wow. Gosh, we're getting down into the root today, as we always do on every topic. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for us to do this. It's like I'm hearing you don't have to carry this anymore. You don't have to be weighted down by this old shit anymore. Like you don't have to. Like you get to be remade. You get to be made whole. It's really, really good. Okay, deep breath in and hold, please. God, please give me in all of my dimensions as many spirit replacements as I need, 1 billion levels up with the block to God that my relationship to my father created. Excuse me, exhale, blow it out. You might want to rub your sore spot here. And I want you to notice as like all the old, worn out pieces of the soul, the spirit release, the old pieces of the spirit release, and the new spirit comes in. So the old spirit may look worn down, excuse me, tattered. It may have holes in it. It may be worn out. Oh, I want you to feel that old spirit releasing around your father, around how you felt about your father. It's just kind of like you felt raw and vulnerable and just like rubbed raw. Like you had no more protection left. You had no more strength left. And now we're asking God to give you as many spirit replacements as you need, 1 billion levels up to fully heal this wounding with Him. Oh, it's like as I tune into this with all of you, I'm seeing that the trauma with dad like affected our development. Like I see all of us being little babies, little children, and we're growing, and then our growth got stopped. Like we stopped growing, and it's like that part of us is still little and it's still hurt. And so we're having to address her and heal her, heal that child self who's like, that wasn't right. I shouldn't have been treated that way. That hurt. That wasn't nice, right? That little child self that was like, ow, what? I'm confused, right? I'm confused. Why did that happen? Why did this being who's supposed to be the most important to me next to God when I'm a baby and mom, how could they treat me that way? Right. So take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with all of the pain and the trauma and the what the fuck with how dad may have treated us when we were little. And then you're going to exhale and you're going to blow it out. You're doing really good. No problem, Alicia Law. Whatever you need to do to be here is fine. Good deep breath in and out. Good. So much energy moving here. Jenny Lee's actually smiling. That's good. I like that. Extra clearing. Right. Actually, yeah. Sometimes I'll just be here on twice and take more of it. Okay. All right. Please take a deep. I had a huge tummy gurgle right then. That's good. Okay. Deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with all the trauma I took on from my dad. And then exhale, blow it out. You might need to stretch. You might need to yawn. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go around the room and we're going to do something called a give back, take back in just a moment, which is a lot of us took on energy from our dads that we're still carrying. Like, no, I didn't like that guy. Right? Why would I do that? Okay. Before we do that, we're going to do some healing. So I'm going to ask you when you're ready, take a deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully heal from all the trauma I took on from my dad. And you're gonna exhale, you're gonna blow it out. Stretching and yawning. Good, deep breath in and out. You're all doing great. Good. Oof. I'm gonna scratch my chest. It almost feels like the heart, like I'm scratching off like a scar on the heart, like a scar that's gotten itchy, you know? So you're like, the skin's starting to heal and you're kind of scratching off the, ugh. Good, deep breath in and out. Okay, so I'm going to tune into everyone's highest and best. Come to the sore spot. Even though I feel what about my dad? I love and accept myself. Good. Who would like to unmute and share? And if you don't want to, you also don't have to. But if you find it helpful, you're welcome to. Even though I feel what about my dad? All right, I'll start. I'll share. So even though I feel so sad that my dad was so wounded that he couldn't be the man I knew he could be, it's okay. I still love and accept myself. All right, does anyone else want to share?
Yeah. Even though I never had the relationship that I would have loved with my dad, it's okay. I love and accept myself.
Yeah. Good. Keep going, Linda.
Even though my dad was such a lovely man, and he was torn between what my mum said and what I said. It's okay. I love and accept myself. And even though that gave him such temper bursts at times, violence towards us, it's for punishment. It's okay. I love and accept myself.
Okay, deep breath in
Even
and hold,
though,
Linda.
yeah.
Hold on. Deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with all this deep sadness about my dad. And exhale, blow it out. Deep breath in and out. Keep rubbing that sore spot, letting the energy move. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with the deep sadness that my dad couldn't be the dad that I wanted him to be to me. And then exhale, blow it out. Please take a deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully heal the deep sadness of my dad not being the dad I wanted him to be to me. And then exhale, blow it out. You might need to stretch. You might need to yawn. You might need to move your body a little bit here. And I almost feel like there's a throwing up energy of like something really deep in there that's been stuck. Oof, my stomach's gurgling again. Amazing. That sounded like a tiger growl. Okay. And now just let that come up and out. You're doing great, Linda. Go ahead, even though I feel what?
Oh, even though I do feel there's such sadness, it's lifting. And Dad was unable to express himself fully because he was carrying the trauma from his own dad. And it's okay. I love and accept myself.
There it is. Okay, I want everyone to tune in to the trauma that your dad was carrying. Yeah, take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with the trauma my dad was carrying from his lineage. And then you're going to exhale, you're going to blow it out. You might need to stretch. You might need to yawn. You might find that your body needs to move in certain ways. You might need to move your spine or your hips or things like that as you release up and out. Deep breath in and out. You're all doing great. Good, deep breath in and out. Good, deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with this very deep trauma I took on from my dad, from the trauma he was carrying. And then exhale, shake it out. Shake it out. Oh, all that trauma that he was carrying, that you took on for him. God, please clear all of our dimensions with all the trauma our dad was carrying that we then took on from our dad. God, please clear all of our dimensions with this deep breath in and out. Deep breaths in and out. This is a full body cleanse like I've never seen before. Woo. Good deep breath in and out. I know, Danny Lee, it's like, whoa. It's like so much stuff moving here. And it's interesting, my right back hip, so the back of my body, which represents the masculine, there's like a seizing up there. So no doubt that's father stuff that we're going to work through today. I've never felt that on a call before. This is great. It's you're back to this is what I'm hearing is foundational. Like the father relationship creates the foundation for the physical reality. Right. I know. And it's like, what the fuck? But guess what? You don't have to be confined to what your early childhood life was like. You can transmute it. And I am a walking, talking example of this. Right. And so are you. I mean, Danny Lee, you look amazing. It's like you're just transforming. I'm so happy for you. Okay, Linda, I felt like I just got washed by new energy. Yes. Good. We're going to do a little bit more here. Oh, her left back hip. Interesting. Left back hip. Interesting. Okay, please take a deep breath in and hold when you're ready. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully and completely release all of the trauma I took on from my father's trauma. And then you're going to exhale. Wow. And you're going to stretch it out. Holy cow. Let that energy move up and out and through. Deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You're all doing great. All doing great. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Good. And so now when I tune into the trauma of the father that we took on, I get this very low dimension. Yeah, the lowest of the low. Or very low. So I want you to focus 1 billion quadrillion levels down. I know that doesn't make any sense logically, so just allow your imagination to take you there. Take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions 1 billion quadrillion levels down with the trauma I took on from my father. Exhale, blow it out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Very good. 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 Deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions 1 billion quadrillion levels down with any and all of the trauma and the hell realms that I took on from my father. And exhale, blow it out. Good. Deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in and out. Doing great. Wow. Come to your sore spot. I'm burping, so just allow yourself to integrate this. It's like the heaviness and the pain that he had that you absorbed when you were near him, that then created a cord going down into a hell dimension. You're like, thanks. But guess what? We attracted everything. So on some level, we had this vibration in us from another lifetime, maybe from another trauma we went through. And so we attracted it. But guess what? Now we can clean it. We can clear it. Shake out your hands. Oh, all that heaviness, all that time that got consumed by this heavy energy that you didn't even want to be around. Yeah, you didn't even want it. It wasn't even yours. Almost there. Good. Take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions 1 billion quadrillion levels down with this fear, this trauma that you took on from your father. And you're going to exhale, you're going to blow it out. Or your stepfather, whoever you took it on from. There we go. Deep breaths in and out. Good. So now we're going to focus on any addiction energy in the DNA that you took on from the father. So I want to focus on the father and any addiction energy you took on from him. And you're going to take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions 1 billion quadrillion levels down with the any addiction energy you took on or absorbed from your father. And you're going to exhale and you're going to blow it out and you're going to stretch. You're going to yawn. You're going to move your body. You're going to feel a huge amount of mass and energy leave. That's been weighing you the F down. Ugh. And it's like there's all this like a hornet's nest of entities that were all embedded in it. So it's just gonna just feel like you're releasing this nasty, dense thing. Like, ugh, finally, like a cat spitting up a hairball. That's kind of the sense I get of like how yucky this has felt. And I just want you to remember that you're just an innocent, pure little baby child. It's not you. This has just been held in the DNA and it's coming out now. All right, deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions 1 billion quadrillion levels down with this addiction energy I took on or absorbed from my father or he activated in my DNA. And then you're going to exhale, you're going to blow it out, you're going to stretch, you're going to yawn, you're going to feel this ugly, dark, heavy mass coming up and out and lifting out of your lower dantian, out of your lower body. Yeah. So we want to feel love with our fathers, right? So this addiction energy actually got into our hearts and our middle dantians because we wanted to love. And so we're trying to love, and that addiction energy like came right into the heart. It's very heavy, very dark. So would you like to let that go? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Please take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions 1 billion quadrillion levels down out of my middle dantian of the addiction energy. God, please clear my middle dantian of the addiction energy I took on from my father. Exhale, blow it out. You might need to stretch. You might need to yawn. You might burp like I am, and that's totally fine. Ugh. Yeah, you might feel like a ton of crap of yuckiness is coming out. That's okay. Excuse me. Pardon the burping. It's just been so deeply ingrained in there, and now it's coming out. Good job. Danny Lee's pushing it out. Good. It's not yours. You don't have to keep this anymore. Oh, wow. I'm hearing freedom is what's going to come in from this. Yeah. The freedom to love without all the crap. The freedom to be close to someone without projecting that pain onto them. Like, oh my God, I want to love you, but I feel this dark, dark crap comes up whenever I try to. And then you attract people who mirror it, and now it's time to let it go. Oh man. Oh my, I'm like, feel like a quivering here. This is big. Okay, so please, yeah, please take a deep breath in and hold when you're ready. God, please clear all of my dimensions with this addiction energy and my middle Dantian that I took on from my father and his DNA. And then exhale, push it out, stretch it out, let it go. Move your body as you need to here. You might need to move your head from side to side. You might need to move your shoulders. You might need to move your ribs. And Marcy, be gentle with yourself. I know your shoulder's healing. This might help it, actually, I'm hearing. Oh, because, yeah, good. Wow. Good, deep breaths. And I'm hearing this is going to structurally change our being, like the bone system, like the root, like the foundation of our physicality itself. Oh my. Rub your sore spot. Let that energy move. You might have some more yawns. You might feel more energy release and clear as you do this. Yeah. Even though I feel overwhelmed, even though this is intense, however you're feeling, even though I feel what, it's okay. I still love and accept myself. Uh-huh. Yeah. Good job, Marcy. I feel you really confronting this. It's really awesome to see. Just being with it, right? Just being real with what you're feeling. It's the biggest gift in the world you could ever give yourself. And the hardest too. How am I really feeling right now? Oh, tired, lazy, depressed, sad, whatever, fear, whatever. It's okay. It's just all okay. It just is. And then when you feel it, guess what? It changes. Whew. Oh my. Deep breath in and out. I'm actually feeling stuff come out of my lungs. It's like the lungs are just like, oh, wow. Okay, deep breath in and out. Tap the side of your hands. Let's clear out some of the density here, some of the physical body muck. Yeah. Thinking about any dad's addiction energy that got stuck in your body. You know, whether he had an alcoholism or drug abuse or was addicted to being mean or violent. What was their addiction, right? There was some kind of addiction that they maybe had. Maybe it was an addiction to being right. Maybe it was an addiction to having power and control. Maybe it was an addiction to alcohol or drugs. Maybe it was an addiction to not standing up for themselves, right? Addiction can come in a lot of forms. Okay, so workaholism, right? So maybe there was an addiction to workaholism for you, Alicia Law, and that's fine. Just notice it. Just notice that addiction. It's addictive, right? There's an energy of addiction, and that energy is addictive. And then when we take it on, we might embody it in weird ways. Right, deep breath in and out. Grandfather on mom line was substances and gambling, right? So wherever that addiction energy is coming from, whether it's from your dad and his line or from your mom and her dad's line, right? So what we're clearing today is not confined just to your actual dad. It's related to all the dads on your mom's side, on your dad's side, on your dad's side, all the dads. It's a lot of effing dads, right? A lot of stuff there. So we may not get through all of it, but we're going to make a good, valiant effort here to clear off some of the darkness and some of the darkest weight we've been carrying. Shake out your hands. Please take a deep breath in and out. Very good. Yeah, take a deep breath when you're ready and hold. God, please give me and my middle dantian as many spirit replacements as it needs to fully and completely heal and let go of any addiction energy I took on from my dad or any of the dads in the line. And then you're going to exhale. You're going to blow it out. You can rub your sore spot. You can stretch or yawn. Yeah, it's amazing to me how powerful these clearings are, that like you can't sit still through them. That's what I've noticed. Like you just gotta like let yourself move because the energy is so massive. It's like a wave. It's a force, and your body has to adjust to it. And you're all doing great. Just rubbing that sore spot and just feeling, letting yourself genuinely feel the energy move. So bring your attention, bring your mind into your hands. Feel the sensation of your collarbone against your fingers. Feel your shoulders in relationship to your hands rubbing on your sore spot. Feel your head and neck as you rub here and what you notice and what you feel. We're bringing our awareness into the slow movements of the body here. And as you do that, you begin to release just by bringing your attention, because where attention flows, energy goes. Where attention flows, energy, and where attention goes, energy flows. Okay, take a deep breath in and out. Keep doing that. I'm going to shut my door for a minute. Okay, good. Deep breaths in and out. Tap the side of your hands. God, please give everyone as many spirit replacements as they need to fully heal their middle dantian from any and all addictive energy they took on from their father's line. Good. Exhale, blow it out. Deep breath in and out. I feel called to share this, Marcy, that our shared ancestor who came over on the Mayflower, he brought the beer. Yeah, they brought the beer. I'm like, uh-huh. That explains everything. Oh man. And his wife didn't even come with him. She came on the next trip. And I was like, that's a smart move. You know, like don't bring her right away. I'm like, good job, ancestor. Make sure it's safe first, right? A ton of people died the first year of the Mayflower. So it's like, okay, at least he was thinking about his family. That's good. All right. Just a little comedic moment here. You can go ahead and tap the side of your hands. Ugh. Notice your body. Does anyone want to share what they're noticing after doing that kind of intense work? Yeah. No? You don't want to share, you don't have to.
My middle, I actually felt before you even said about the lower dantian because I was rubbing my lower spot, but the middle one, I actually got these little visions of little pieces flying out, which was fabulous. I feel much lighter. So
Good. Good. So I'm glad you mentioned the lower dantian because that's where we're going next. Right? Because it's foundational. So it's like this feels more open maybe for some of you, but like down here in the lower belly, it's like, ugh. Yeah. So when you're ready, just take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions, going as far deep down and as far up with my middle dantian and any addiction energy I took on from my father or his lineage. And then you're going to exhale and you're going to blow it out. Uh-huh. And you're going to stretch and yawn. a deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in. Yeah, deep breath out. Yeah. Good. I want you to take a deep breath in and hold again. God, please clear all of my dimensions, especially really low down and really high up, with any of the addiction energy I took on from my father and my lower dantian. And exhale, blow it out. Stretch it out. Whew, wow. This is cool. This is going to be super cool. Yeah. This is the good stuff. I love this so much. Seeing what we can do with energy and that we are able to change any story into what we want it to be. Right? Linda's like, me too. Yeah, I know. It's so good. So good. Wow. Okay. That lower dantian is going to change your story because it's been glooped up and gopped up in all this crap from dad. So it's been hard to set a foundation. It's been hard to grow your garden. It's been hard to build your home and your family. Okay. So shall we change the story? Shall we help you step into the fact that you are the code breaker? You are the script rewriter. That's what you're here for. You know it. You know it. Okay. So we're going to tune back into that lower dantian with dad, the foundational energy. And we're going to take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with my lower dantian, with any and all trauma I took on from dad that's stuck in the lower dantian. And then exhale, blow it out. Yep. Stretch, yawn, burp, whatever you need to do. I'm definitely burping a lot today. Holy cow. Dad was supposed to be our foundation, right? So I get this image of the little girl standing on daddy's feet, dancing. He was here to teach us about structure. He was here to teach us about form. And if he wasn't able to do his job because he had too much trauma himself, then we end up carrying that. And then it becomes our job to clear it for the whole line. And guess what? You're all that strong and you're all that powerful. I know it's hard. I know it's challenging. But you all have the power to change this whole story. And that's why we're here. Tap the side of your hands. Feel the heaviness of it. Yeah. Feel how you've lived your whole life with this. And there can be some anger. You might feel a little bit pissed, like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't want this. Why is this here? I didn't want this. I'm angry. I'm mad, right? There might be some anger here. There might be some frustration. And be like, I want to punch something. Like, I didn't want this. Yep. I hear you. Danny Lee, come to your sore spot. Even though I feel pissed, fucking pissed, angry. I'm mad that this happened. I'm mad I had to go through this. I'm mad that my dad wasn't here for me, or I'm sad, whatever the emotion is. Even though I feel pain from this, I still love and accept myself. Even though I'm mad, I've had to live so long with this. I've waited so long to get free of this. It's okay. I still love and accept myself. And Danny Lee, slow down a little bit. Going faster won't get you through it there faster. Feel it. We're here for you. You know that. Just feel it. Feel it more. Turn up the volume on the frustration, on not wanting it to be that way. How we fought it. No, 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 right? I remember so many times at home wanting to live somewhere else, feeling trapped, wanting a different family, wanting to just get away. Like I felt like I was dying. Like I felt like I was just so miserable at home. Like it was like a hell I could not wake up from. And it wouldn't go away. Good. Take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with feeling like home was a hell I couldn't wake up from. And exhale, blow it out. Yeah. Deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my lowest dimensions with feeling like home was a hell I couldn't get away from, I couldn't get out of, I couldn't escape from. And exhale, blow it out. Because maybe it was. Maybe both of your parents were stuck in hell themselves and they were creating it. And you were just the innocent child who had whatever karma from whatever lifetime, whatever genetic inheritance. Here's the deal, we created it for whatever reason, for whatever purpose. I know it sucks. Like, why would I do that? I know we want to argue about it. I wouldn't do that to myself. We just don't know the whole story of our life. Some of us chose this so we could learn these lessons, so that we could become compassionate, so that we could be good people because we care, because we've been through the shit. And so we know what shitty feels like. Because once you know what shitty feels like, you have a lot of compassion for someone else who's going through something shitty, because you're like, that wasn't very fun. I actually care that you're going through it because I didn't like it either. Right? So tap the side of your hands. And I'm bringing this up because sometimes it can be hard to face why things were bad. You know, like, why was it so bad? Why did I have to go through that? Why was that happening? And like, our minds want to know why, right? If I could just know why, I could get through it, I could get past it. Well, it can be hard to see the whole picture, right? Like, if we could see all of our lives, all of our past lives, all of our ancestors, all of their lives, and see the whole picture from God of what we went through, we probably would totally understand everything and be like, oh, so in a past life, I was a horrible dad and I beat my kid, right? Or in a past life, I was the deadbeat who was out drinking because I didn't want to come home, right? And you're like, no, that wasn't me. I never did that. But we just don't know, right? We just don't know what we don't know. We don't know what happened to create this scenario that we lived through. We don't know. So the best bet is to have compassion for how hard it was and be like, I don't know why this shit had to happen. I didn't like it. In fact, I hated it. So even though I hated what happened when I was a child with my father and my family, I hated it. It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Even though I hate what I went through and I hate the pain and the suffering and the not being supported and not getting to have what I wanted, I hate it. You know what? I still love and accept myself because I'm here now and I'm doing what I can now. And when I was younger, I didn't have the tools, so I couldn't. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of our dimensions with the frustration as children of not being able to change what was happening around us. Exhale, blow it out. Stretch. Yawn. Feel it fully. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of our dimensions with any feelings of helplessness as children to not be able to change the situation with our dads. Exhale, blow it out. Because you weren't just little children, were you? You were very advanced old souls in child bodies. So you knew how powerful you were, and yet you were a child, and you didn't have the freaking power. And how frustrating is that? When you know you can change it and you can't because you're so little and you're helpless to them, the older, bigger, stronger adults around you. Even though I feel what about feeling helpless as a child to the situation with my mom and my dad? Excuse me, I still love and accept myself. Even though I feel sadness and grief and frustration and anger about how helpless I felt as a child when it came to my mom and my dad and what was happening with them, you know what? I still love and accept myself. Good. Shake out your hands. Stretch or yawn. Good. God, please clear all of my dimensions with any and all feelings of helplessness or powerlessness as a child to change what was happening with my dad. Exhale, blow it out. I want you to stretch. I want you to yawn. I want you to really let that massive old energy come up and out. Yeah. Deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with feeling frustrated, helpless, hopeless, powerless as a child to change my dad, to change how he acted, to change his behavior. And then exhale, blow it out. I want you to stretch. I want you to yawn. I want you to burp. I want you to really let that energy move out. Let it go. Let it come up and let it come out. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please give me and my inner child as many spirit replacements as we need to fully and completely heal any and all feelings of frustration, powerlessness, hopelessness, or ineffectualness. And then exhale, blow it out. Exhale, stretch, yawn, rub your sore spot, burp, move the energy. Actually move the energy. Breath in and out. There it is. Yeah. Let it move. Holy cow. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with any and all feelings or any energy I took on from Dad, this life or any other. And then exhale, blow it out. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting it. Deep breath in and out. You can always rub your sore spot or tap the side of the hand, whatever you need. That feels more resonant in this moment. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully and completely and finally heal my feelings, my relationship towards Dad, and all that happened with Dad. And then exhale, blow it out. Good. Tap the side of your hand. I want to get over all the stuff that happened with Dad. I want to get over all this stuff with Dad. I want to get over all this trauma and drama and pain and sadness and grief and just all of this knotted karmic loop. I want to get over all this stuff with my dad. Danny Lee, you were just handing me a hand shovel full of red clay. Tell me about it. Tell me more. You just thought what you saw?
Because I'm like kind of dozing in and out here, and all of a sudden it's like you just came up to me with this shovel of clay, and then I'm kind of like, what? I don't know
Okay.
what it is,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I don't know.
You
It
want me
was
to tell you
interesting.
what you want me to tell you what I get from that? Or
Yeah,
what do you first, what do you get from it?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay. So I started this call with the Native American call, Native American singing and chanting where they're calling in the earth. And when I think of the Father, I think of the Father as the earth, right? The foundation, the land, the physicality. And I think of clay as the ability to create, right? And so I feel like what this call is doing, and maybe what you're psychically tuning into, is it's going to give you the clay you need. It almost feels like you didn't have the clay before, You couldn't build things solidly. It was like the mass, the physical mass was blocked because of the stuff with dad. And I have had it too, so don't you worry, I get it. So I feel like the red clay represents the root chakra, your foundation. And this is about us getting our foundation, getting our safety, our security, our abundance, our financial security, our financial wealth. This is everything. Yeah, good. So tap in the side of your hands. I want to get over all this stuff with dad. I want to get over all of the feelings in my body, all the sadness, all the grief, all the heaviness. And I want you to tune into what it feels like in your body when you think about dad. Just feel into that body and just notice, where do you feel contraction when you think about dad? Where do you feel heaviness? Where do you feel grief? Where do you feel locked doors? Like tightness, contraction, can't move. Notice where you feel it. Okay, mid back, the root. Good. Tune into that area. I want to get over this. I want to get over all this stuff with dad. Good. And tune into the color. What's the color of all this stuff with dad? Red clay is used in healing here in Aboriginal culture. Yeah. Shake out your hands. This is what we're doing, is we're healing. We are healing the root, which is dad and mom. But dad has this physicality to it. It has this mass, doesn't it? Dad has this weight. Mom has the love. Right? Dad is that physical force of protection and safety. Tap the side of your hands. Tune into your body. Where do you still feel stuff with dad? Where do you still feel it? Yeah. Notice the color. Yeah. Notice how heavy it is. Notice the weight. Yeah. I want to get over all this stuff with dad I've been carrying. I want to get over all this stuff with dad and my DNA. I want to get over all this stuff from dad I inherited from dad. It's not even just from him, it's from the DNA itself. I want to get over all the weight of the inheritance that I took on from my father, the weight of the karma, right? The karma of his dad and his dad and his dad and his dad and his dad before him and his dad before him. I want to get over all of this weight from my dad because I don't want to carry it anymore. I want to get over all this inheritance from dad that I don't want anymore. Shake out your hand. We're going to do head squeeze on exhale 10 times, thinking about all the inherited trauma, karma, heaviness from dad. All the weight of the karma and the DNA we inherited from dad. All the stuff we don't even know consciously that got into our bodies and our bones just by being his child. God, please clear all of my DNA, all this inherited trauma and pain and karma. God, please clear all of my dimensions. Slap, tap, not slapped. Tap the side of your hands. Take a deep breath in and out. It is so hot here today. I hope you don't mind me in a tank top, but it is hot. Good. Plus, when I run energy with all of y'all, I turn into a furnace. I'll come off a call and be like, Michael, touch the back of my neck. And it's like, I could crack an egg on you. I'm like, that's right. Good. Think about dad. Think about dad again. Think about the weight of dad. Think about all the stuff with dad. Where do you feel it now in your body? Feel the heaviness of it. Feel the color of it. And then tap the side of your hands. I want to get over this. I want to get over all this stuff with dad, all these unresolved emotions, all this stuff I inherited from dad. I can get over all this stuff I inherited from dad. I can get over all the karma and the trauma and the drama that I took on from dad. Good. And then head squeeze on exhale again. All the trauma and karma with dad. this lifetime, other lifetimes, all the pain, all the thoughts, feelings, emotions. Dad, Dad, where are you, Dad? Dad, why don't you treat me? Keep squeezing. We're gonna keep going. Keep thinking about Dad. Think about the buckets of tears you may have cried about Dad. Think about the sadness. Why can't Dad be the way I want? Why can't home be the way I want? Why can't Mom and Dad be the way I want? Dad, Dad, why aren't you protecting me? Dad, why aren't you here for me? Dad, where are you? Dad, Dad, Dad. Tap the side of your hands, take a deep breath in and out. I want to get over all this stuff about my dad, all this karma, all this pain, all this weight I carry in my heart, all this weight I carry in my lower dantian, all this weight I carry in my middle dantian, all this weight I carry in my upper dantian about dad that feels like it can't move, it can't change, it can't shift. I want to get over this. I can get over this. I can get over all of these reversals about dad. So think about any reversals you may have about dad. Reversals you inherited from dad. Good. Reversals about dad. Deep breath in and out. And you're going to take a deep breath in and hold as you keep tapping. God, please clear all of my dimensions with any and all reversals I have about dad. Exhale, blow it out. Shake out your hands. Stretch. Yawn. Come to your sore spot. Let that energy run through you, move through you, stretch through you. It's a lot of mass. It's a lot of energy. Now my hips are starting to finally move. They've been kind of stuck or frozen all call. Now my hips have a little movement here. It's like, ugh. Yeah, go ahead, Daniel. Yeah, this is big stuff. Okay, deep breath in and out. Okay, tap the side of your hands. I want to get over all this stuff about dad. I want to get over all the acres and acres of tears and pain and grief and sadness and stuck emotions and traumas and dramas and thoughts. All the thoughts. I want to get over all these thoughts I've had about dad from when I was little to now. I want to get over all these thoughts about dad and all these emotions about dad and all this stuck energy about dad, father, protector, caregiver. I want to get over all this stuff about dad. I can get over it under the nose. I will get over all this stuff about dad. All this inherited stuff, all these thoughts, all these emotions. I will get over all of this. It's like I see this huge bag. You know, like Santa's sled? He has that huge bag. But your bag is filled of all the pain with dad. I will get over this. I will get over all these reversals about getting over the pain with dad. I will get over the reversals I have with letting go of the pain with dad. So notice when you think about I will let go of the pain with dad. Good. Come to your sore spot. Even though I will not ever get over the pain I have around dad. Even though I will always hold on to the pain I have with dad. Because I don't know how to let it go. It just feels too big. It feels too deep. You know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself, even though I will never get over the pain I had with my dad because it was just too deep. It was too hard. It went too deep inside of me. It's too foundational. It's okay. I still love and accept myself, even though I will never get over this pain with dad, this feeling of abandonment, this feeling of being betrayed, this feeling of being hurt, even though I will never get over the pain of what happened with my dad and with my father. It's okay. I still love and accept myself, even though I will never let this go. I will never get rid of it. I will never be able to release it because it's just too big and too heavy. You know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Excuse me. Even if I never get over this pain that I have with my dad, it's okay. I still love and accept myself. Even if I never heal from the pain of what happened with my dad, and I never get over it, and I never feel better about it, it's okay. I still love and accept myself. Even if I have to feel this pain and this karma and this weight about my dad and what happened with my dad for all of eternity. And I have to sit with it and be with it and go through every single day feeling the weight of it. And it's like I'm in slow motion and I can't get rid of it. You know what? It's okay. Because I still love and accept myself. Even if I will never let go of this pain that I'm carrying with my dad, you know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself. So we're confronting the positive polarity, I will get over it, and the negative polarity, I will never get over it. Because somewhere in the middle, you're just going to let it go. Because there won't be any more charge left on either side if you confront both sides fully. So even though I'm afraid that I won't be able to heal this. Even though I'm afraid I won't be able to let this go. Even though I'm afraid that it's just too big, Lotus. I'm sorry. It's just too big. Even your great clearing can't get it. It's just too much. I still love and accept myself. Even though I wish that I could get over it, but I just don't feel like I can. It's just too pivotal. It's too foundational. It's too much a part of me. You know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself, even though I will just never let this go because you know what? Daddy did me wrong. Daddy wronged me. And so I can never let it go because it's not just. It wasn't just, it wasn't equitable how he treated me. And so I'm never going to let it go because what he did was wrong. And so even though I feel like what my daddy did or what my mommy did or what my family did was wrong, and so I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to forgive it. I'm not going to heal from it. You know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Even if I refuse to let it go and I hold on to the pain with my dad for all of eternity, suffering from it every single day, in pain from it every single day, you know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself, even though I feel like I'm never going to forgive my dad for what he did or what happened with my dad. And so I'm never going to let it go. It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Good. Tap the side of your hands. I want to get over what happened with my dad. I can get over what happened with my dad. I want to let it go. I can let it go. I can release the pain. I want to release the pain. I want to get over this with stuff with my dad. Under the nose. I will get over what happened with my dad. Excuse me, I will get over what happened with my dad. I am getting over what happened with my dad. I am middle of the chin, right under the lips, right there in that spot, the power spot, right there. I am getting over what happened with my dad. I am over it. I am beginning to get over what happened with my dad. Sore spot, even though I am not over what happened with my dad. Even though I am not ever going to be over what happened with my dad. It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Even though what my dad did, how my dad treated me, what happened with my dad is just too big. It's too foundational. It's too core to who I am. It's okay. Excuse me, I still love and accept myself. Even though I still feel so much pain and sadness and loss and woundedness around what happened with my dad. It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Good, even though I feel angry about what happened with my dad, and I'm never going to get over this anger because what my dad did was wrong and what happened with my dad was wrong, and I deserve to be angry, even though I am so deserving of feeling this anger. It's okay. I still love and accept myself, even though I'm so sick and tired of feeling angry about what happened to my dad. And I really just want to stop having to feel the pain. It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling the pain so deeply around what happened to my dad, it is totally okay. I still love and accept myself. Good. Even though I feel so much pain and grief around what happened with my dad, it's okay. I still love and accept myself. Good, under the mouth. I am getting over all these reversals to letting go of what happened to me with my dad. I am getting over them. I'm getting over all the blocks to letting go of what happened to me with my dad. I'm getting over all the stuff with my dad. I'm getting over it because I have a huge life left to live. And I have so many things I still want to do that are not that pain. And I'm kind of excited to get over it so that I can do those things in my life. So I am fully getting over this stuff with my dad. I am completely getting over this stuff with my dad. I am 100% totally and completely getting over all the pain with my dad, all the longing with my dad, all the hoping, all the wishing for love from my dad. I am getting over it. Good. Middle finger. I have always been over all this stuff with my dad. I have always been over all this stuff with my dad. Sore spot, even though I have not always been over this stuff with my dad, and that feels a bit like a lie. You know what? It's okay. Excuse me. I still love and accept myself. Even though I don't know how I could have always been over these reversals, these blocks to letting go of the pain with my dad. You know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Good, even though I have not always been over the pain with my dad. It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Did you know that our relationship to our parents is stored on either side of the duodenum, the liver and the pancreas? The liver, of course, handling waste, the pancreas helping with the sugar breakdown in the body. And so if we have any issues right here, it's often because we have an issue with our parents, with mom and dad from when we were little. And most of us do, right? Most of us have fatty livers, have toxins in the liver, have sometimes pain in the liver or in the pancreas. So today's call is also going to help clear your organs of a lot of junk so your body can process things better. Yeah. Middle finger. I have always been over this stuff with my dad. Good. Deep breath in and out. I have always been over all the stuff I took on from my dad. I've always been over all this inherited gook that I took on from my dad. Sore spot, even though I have not always been over all this heaviness, all this weight in my body that feels so overwhelming from dad. It's okay. I still love and accept myself, even though I've been carrying like a heavy load, 100 pounds, 500 pounds of density and weight of stuff that I took on from my dad, and I have not always been over this. You know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Even though I've been carrying this weight and this burden of my relationship with my dad, the yearning for his love, the yearning for his attention, wishing he would have treated me differently because he was my dad. Even though I have not always been over the pain that my relationship to my dad caused me, and the grief, and the sadness, and the tears, and the buckets and buckets of freaking tears cried over and over again. I still love and accept myself, even though I have not been over all the tears I have cried about my dad. It's okay. I still love and accept myself, even though I've not always been over this feeling of unworthiness, not being valuable, that I felt because dad wasn't always there for me the way I needed him to be. And I've not always been over this. It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Middle finger. I have always been over all this stuff with dad. All these feelings of unworthiness and not being valuable. I have always been over this. I have always been over how my dad treated me, affecting how worthy I feel. I have always been over my dad's ability to affect how I feel about myself. I have always been over this. Sore spot, even though I have not always been over how my dad, how he treated me has affected how I feel about myself and my sense of worthiness and my sense of value. You know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself, even though I felt like I wasn't valuable and I wasn't worthy because my dad didn't treat me like I was. It is okay. I still love and accept myself, even though it doesn't feel okay or right that he treated me this way, that he didn't value me more. You know what? It's okay. I still love and accept myself. Good, deep breath in and out. Even though I still feel so much grief about how my dad treated me and how he didn't prioritize or value me, it's okay. I still love and accept myself. God, please clear all of our dimensions with anywhere we feel unworthy or not valuable based on how our Father treated us. And exhale. Blow it out. Stretch, yawn, burp, whatever you need to do. Apologize for how loud these burps probably are in this microphone, but it's real and it's clearing. That's right. Deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully and completely heal my inner sense of value and worthiness, that I can be valuable and worthy without needing my Father's approval. And exhale, blow it out. Stretch. Excuse me, yawn. Move your body. Tap the side of the hand. I want to feel worthy and valuable, no matter how anyone treats me. I want to feel worthy and valuable no matter how my dad treated me. I can feel worthy and valuable even though maybe my dad didn't treat me like I was. God, please clear all of our dimensions with any blocks to feeling worthy and valuable from how our dad treated us. God, please clear all of our dimensions with any and all blocks to feeling worthy and valuable because of how our dad treated us. And then exhale, blow it out. Deep breath in and out. Yeah, I'm just seeing how all of your solar plexus got compressed for many years because of what happened with dad, and now that's shifting. There's more energy and light starting to come in. Who you really are is going to be able to come out. Okay, deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to feel fully and completely worthy and valuable, no matter how my father treated me as a child. Exhale, blow it out. Stretch. Yawn. Let the good stuff come in. Let the change happen. Let the cocoon turn into the butterfly. And the caterpillar become the butterfly. Yeah. Tap the side of your hands. I want to feel worthy and valuable no matter what, no matter how my father treated me. I can feel worthy and valuable no matter how my father treated me. I will feel worthy and valuable no matter how my father treated me. Middle under the nose. I will feel worthy and valuable no matter how my father treated me. Under the mouth. I am feeling worthy and valuable no matter how my father treated me. Middle finger. I have always been feeling worthy and valuable no matter how my father has treated me. I have always been feeling worthy and valuable no matter how my father has treated me. Side of the eyes. I will always feel worthy and valuable no matter how my father treated me. Good. Deep breath in and hold with this one. God, please clear all of my dimensions with I will feel worthy and valuable no matter how my father treated me. And then you're going to exhale and blow it out. You might need to stretch. Excuse me. You might need to yawn. You can shake out your hands. And let that energy move through you. Holy cow. I am hot enough to fry an egg at this moment. Holy wow. Yeah. Good. And then deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to feel fully and completely worthy and valuable, no matter how my father treated me, and that I will always be worthy and valuable, no matter how my father treated me. And then exhale, blow it out. Good. Deep breath in and out. I'll be right back. All right. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Collarbone. I am always feeling worthy and valuable, no matter how my father treated me. I can always feel worthy and valuable, no matter how my father treated me. Good. Take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions with I am feeling worthy and valuable with no matter how my father treated me. And exhale, blow it out. Good. Deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need with I am always worthy and valuable through all the levels of my being, no matter how my father treated me. And exhale, blow it out. You might need to stretch. You might need to yawn. You might need to move your body in weird, unexpected, and unusual ways. Just let it show you what it needs. Deep breath in and out. Rub your sore spot. Notice what you're feeling. God, please clear all of my dimensions with what working on my relationship with my dad is bringing up for me today. God, please clear all of my dimensions with all the memories, the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, the somatic experiences stored in my body. God, please clear all of my dimensions with all this stuff about dad, with my father, with what my father brings up. God, please clear all of my dimensions with this. That's it. Deep breath in and out. Might need to move your body here. Might need to stretch, might need to yawn. And we're getting it out. It's interesting the weight we walk around with that we think is ours when it's just old stuff that we don't have to carry anymore. And how nice it feels to take it off. It's like taking off a jacket, taking off your shoes, putting your hair down, shake out your hands. Ah, you feel lighter and brighter. You just have a little bit of a workout to get there. The energy gym. Buffing up those energy muscles every week, getting stronger and stronger. Yeah. Okay, deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully heal from all the stuff that my dad, talking about dad, Father's Day, my father, my relationship with my father brings up. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully heal all of this in all directions of time and space. Good. Deep breath in and out. Good. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Deep breath in and out. Good. You might want to stretch a minute here, hearing through the shoulders and the heart. Breathe a little bit. Feel like we've had a solid workout today so far.
I'm ready for a nap.
Right? Yeah. Good. Me too. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take a nap. Good. I want you to tune in now to dad. Think about dad. Yeah. And on a scale of -10 to +10, what is your number now? And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be great. I just want to know the truth. Just tell me where it's at now. 7. Fantastic, Marcy. Big shift, right? Okay, Linda, 8. Good. Danny Lee, 5. Oh my God. Miracles. Miracles, huh? Okay, Carly, how are you doing? And I think you have to unmute, right? Because the chat doesn't work. So feel free to unmute if you'd like. Yeah. One. Unmute. You just tell us. Yeah.
I was trying to do chat, but then it was freezing up. And so I was trying to, it's like, just send, just send. And so I was going just 1 minute
Yeah.
between a 7 and an 8.
Oh, wow. You know, I just want to really compliment Carly on how much progress she's been making on this call. When we started, pretty much when we'd all get to like a positive number, she'd be stuck in the negative numbers still. And so one day I said, Carly, that's it. We're going to work through this. I stayed for an hour or two after the call was over, and we went through and we corrected something so deep for her that now, Carly, you're always keeping up with us. Now, when we're up in the positives, you're right there with us. And I think that is the coolest thing ever. And I'm so proud of you, so happy for you, and
Yeah.
good work doing the work and showing up here. You know, this is a
Thank you.
really valuable, and I'm so happy that you're taking advantage of it, right? It's a ridiculously powerful gift, and you know, it's an opportunity for me to help as many women as possible
Yeah.
because we're all one, right? Your win is my win. So I'm
Thank you.
celebrating with all of you. It's truly miraculous. Okay, so let's do some final touches here. I think we can get you all so you're not so tired. I'm hearing. So let's tune into this here. So everyone's doing much better. That's amazing. The dog turned up for the first time. She was mistreated by men. Oh my gosh, Linda. That's amazing. Do you see the ripple? The ripple is here, right? So we're healing this stuff. It's having an effect for Linda's dog. Like it's probably going to have effect for your daughter, Danny Lee. It's going to have an effect for your children, Marcy. It's going to have effect for your children, Carly. So this healing is not isolated. Your cat is still sleeping. Yeah, she's like, yeah, she's a chatty catty. So, okay, so let's see if we can clean this up just a little bit more so we don't all leave the call needing to pass out. Okay, so what do we need to do for the highest and best for everyone here? So we need to clear some lower dimensions, and I'm hearing we need to go a little bit deeper than I've been going. Yep, past what I'm used to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look up millions numbers of, okay. List of big numbers. Okay. Oof. Y'all are going to enjoy lunch or dinner when you get off the call. So I'm going to ask for, let's see here. Okay, there we go. I found it. Okay. So in order to clear this lower level dimension that's keeping us tired, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion, nonillion, decillion, undecillion, duodecillion, tridecillion, excuse me, quattrodecillion, quattrodecillion. So some ridiculous level down, quattrodecillion levels down. Okay, one quattrodecillion level. So quattrodecillion levels down. That's a huge number with dad. So there's something with dad. Quattrodecillion levels down. Please take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of our dimensions, quattrodecillion levels down with any and all inherited trauma from dad keeping us stuck. And then you're going to exhale and you're going to blow it out. You might need to stretch. You might need to yawn. This is one of those behemoths, mammoth clearings. So just let your body move as it needs to move. Deep breath in and out. This is a major shift. Okay, deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions, quattro decillion levels down with dad, with the trauma inherited from dad, with any trauma I have with dad, and exhale, blow it out. And stretch, you can yawn. I just have to say, like, we're clearing something that's beyond this physical dad. This like goes back ancient times. Something happened with the father figure and his manhood and his ability to be a father. It's like something happened to them way back on the time track that we inherited, and this is going to help release some of that. What a cute dog. What a good dog. Hi. Yeah. Hi. Oh, hi. Oh, a little shy. Not me. Not me. Okay. Very good. What a good dog. Okay, everyone, take a deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need, quattro decillion levels down to heal my relationship with dad. Exhale, blow it out. Stretch. Yawn. Move. Feel. Good. Deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in. Oh, we got kitties and doggies all around. Yeah. Oh, you're a good girl. Mm. Good. Deep breath in and out. Kitties and doggies need healing too, right? All right. Deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need, quattro decillion levels down to fully heal this relationship to father and this relationship to dad. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need, quattro decillion levels down with my relationship to dad. And then exhale, blow it out. You might need to stretch. You might need to yawn. Take a nice deep breath in and out here. Stretch your body a little bit. Rub your sore spot. Allow the shift to come in. It's a big shift. It's a change in your self-concept. It's a change in your self-image. It's a change in who you are, how you see yourself, how you view yourself. Good. God, please clear all of your dimensions with how you see yourself when it comes to dad and the father. Good. And exhale, blow it out. And for Alicia Law, who asked Linda, I didn't know you had a dog. Linda's sharing, I have two. And the one we just met is Bo, her trained guard dog, a Belgian Melanos. I can't pronounce that. The other is Sid, my greyhound. That's Belgian? So Melinos? You can say it properly if you'd like.
A Belgian Melina.
Melina.
Yeah,
You?
they're the defense dogs they use in defense.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Very good dog. Good job, Bo. Good defense dog. Okay, good. Take a deep breath in and out. And what a beautiful Siamese kitty. That's the type of cats that I've always had.
She was actually, I inherited her from my dad when my dad passed.
There
So
we
she's my
go.
dad's cat. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so God, ready? God, please clear all of your cat's dimensions with Dad and any energy she took on from Dad. Whoa. God, please clear all of her dimensions with Dad and Dad's energy that she took on. And God, please give her as many spirit replacements as she needs to feel herself without any extra energy that she doesn't need. Good. Deep breath in and out. Tap the side of your hand. Oh, feel the shifting. Notice it. Think about Dad. Think about the dad stuff we cleared. I want to get over all this stuff about Dad. I can get over all this stuff about Dad. I will get over all this stuff about Dad tapping under the nose. I will get over all this stuff about Dad. I am over all this stuff about Dad. I am over all this stuff about Dad. Middle finger, I have always been over all this stuff about Dad. Side of the eyes, I will always be over all this stuff about Dad. Good. Think about, I will always be over this stuff with Dad. Head squeeze on exhale 10 times. Thinking about the future and about how you feel about Dad in the future. Good. Tap the side of the hands. I want to get over all this stuff about Dad. I can get over all this stuff about Dad. I will get over all this stuff about Dad. I am always over this stuff about Dad. Middle finger, I have always been over this stuff about Dad. This is just make sure we're getting it all, right? There's so much of it. I have always been over all this stuff about Dad, and it's so deep in the body. Like when I tune into it, it's like in the shoulders, it's in the rib cage, it's in the belly, it's in the structure of our bodies. I have always been over all this stuff about my dad. Outside the eyes, I will always be over. Think about the future. I will always be over this stuff about my dad. There we go. It's changing your future. God, please clear all of your dimensions with I will always be over in the future this stuff about Dad. Deep breath in and out. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to always be over in the future this stuff about my dad. Collarbone, deep breath in and out. I am always over this stuff about my dad. I am always over. Feel it in your body. Feel the chest and the lungs and the shoulders and the neck and the head. I'm always over all this stuff about my dad. Letting it go up and out of you, up and out of your solar, molecular, physical, biological being. I am always over. I can always be over this stuff about my dad. Head squeeze, exhale 10 times. Side of the hands. Collarbone, I am always over. all this stuff with my dad. Good, I can always be over this stuff with my dad. Good, deep breath in now. God, please clear all of my dimensions with all the stuff with my dad. God, please clear all of my dimensions through all directions of time and space with all the stuff with my dad, just letting it go, letting it release, letting it clear. Deep breath in and out. Good, deep breath in and out. Okay, deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully heal spiritual, mental, emotional, bodies, cellular. My relationship with dad, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully heal with my dad on all levels, through all directions of time and space. Exhale, blow it out. Okay, deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions of my middle dantian with healing my relationship to my dad. Exhale, blow it out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and hold. God, please give my middle dantian as many spirit replacements as it needs to fully and completely feel and heal the relationship to my dad, to my father. Exhale, blow it out. Take a deep breath in. A deep breath out. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need in my dantians and my meridians, my chakras, to fully healing how I feel my relationship to my dad, the father. We have another puppy joining the beautiful animal love, nurturing, nourishing call for all members of the family. So cute. Aw, feeling the love. Pablo and Sadie always here too. That's right. And Alicia Law has her beautiful, beautiful doggies, Pablo and Sadie. I've actually worked with Carly's doggies and Alicia Law's doggies, done energy work for them. That's been so amazing and special. Such a gift. Our animal friends. Yeah, family members. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So cute. Feeling the love. Good. So I'd like everyone to, I'm feeling the love across the board here. I'd like everyone to tune in to dad, to father, and on a scale of -10 to +10, how does it feel now? Yeah. Notice the shift. I'm a 10. Yeah, Linda. Always rocking it. We got an 8. Not far behind. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. So much love. 9. Okay. I'm just going to ask God, Danny Lee, I feel so much better. God, please fill up all of our spiritual bodies with pure golden light, with our dad, with our father. Thinking about dad, thinking about father. God, please fill up our spiritual body with pure golden light. Thinking about God, thinking about father. God, please fill up our God cord with pure golden light. Thinking about dad, thinking about father. God, please fill up everyone's physical bodies with golden light, with thinking about dad, with thinking about father. And God, please fill up everybody's grounding cord, root chakra, foundation with pure golden light and healing frequencies, with thinking about the Father. And we ask God to download unto each of you the exact energy, frequency, and vibration to repair your root, to repair your root chakra, to repair your lower dantian and your foundation with Father, with Dad, with your ultimate blueprint of how your ideal divine blueprint of your foundation and your root would look. God, please give them as many spirit replacements as they need to fully heal their root, to fully heal their foundation, to fully come into the grounding that will make it possible for them to build success upon it. And just take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. Good. Breath in, breath out. Very good. Y'all doing great. Just feeling your body, feeling yourself. And we just ask God to give you all as many spiritual gifts as you need to fully heal in all directions of time and space. Your relationship to Dad, to Father, to God. So you can stand on a strong, firm foundation and allow the love of the Father to come through for you. Comes through in so many ways. When you feel that love come through a stranger who helps you out in the world, to someone who you talk to on the phone, who's there for you, who has your back, and you're just like, wow, that's a good feeling. Yeah, may that increase for you. May that grow. May you align to having more of it. Yeah, support, protection. That's what's built into the masculine to support the feminine, because we are the gift. We are this beautiful flower from God. And the masculine is designed to protect, to uplift that light, that blossom that we are. It's the design. So may that beautiful blossom of who you are be uplifted, protected, and served more and more by the energy of the divine masculine within you and by the energy of the divine masculine out in the world. Good. Would anyone like to share? I know everyone's in this sort of blissful, very peaceful state. Would anyone like to share? Before we end for today.
I feel super energized to go through the rest of my day.
Right. It was a big shift, right? Like we were about all to fall asleep before. And I was like, ah. See, that's the power of energy work, right? If we feel tired, it's not just because we're tired, it's energy. So we can literally use the energy wick to change how we feel at all times. So cool. Anyone else like to share? It was a really amazing journey to go through with all of you beautiful ladies.
Oh, I will. I'll just say, like, it's night and day how I feel from when I got on the call to now. It's awesome. Love it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Woo, Danny Lee.
Amazing.
I saw your picture. I want to also acknowledge you, and you're coming faithfully to this event every week, this clearing call, this clearing transformational journey, really. And I saw your picture you posted for your birthday, and you just
Oh,
look
yeah. That was a good one.
so good and amazing. And I was like, she is just blossoming, and I'm just so happy to see that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And would anyone else like to share? Go ahead, Marcy.
I agree with Linda. Like I was tired and I was like, ooh, I see what Danny Lee's talking about, and now I feel like I can go cook some dinner.
Woohoo! Woo, yeah.
These kids were about to fend for themselves.
Right? I love it. I love it. That's so great. Yeah, I didn't want to leave y'all in a state of exhaustion. So I'm really glad that these tools work so well that we can change that, right? It's not like, oh no, we're all tired, no, we don't have to. Thank you, great share. Would anyone else like to share how you're doing? And I love this call. I just love it so much. I look forward to it. And I know that we are making living miraculous moments happen every Wednesday. So
Lotus.
please, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I just had the thought. I just feel this one's got a really big ripple out in the world.
Yeah, me too. Big, like really big. Yeah, like I actually like what I got that came through was that we're helping other women by us doing the clearing. We're actually tapping into the collective wound with the father and clearing mass and mass and mass and mass. So it's going to help a lot of other women who maybe were holding back because they didn't feel valuable, they didn't feel worthy, right? Because that's what the father one can create. And now your worthiness and your value, your sense of innate value has increased. And it's like you're going to be unstoppable because you're being who you are. And you've released 500 pounds of weight today. So I am so ecstatically happy. Really, really good work, all of you today as I'm hitting my own chair with my bracelets. So excited. Alicia Law, would you like to share? How are you doing? If she's still there.
Yeah, sorry. I'm probably having trouble unmuting my phone. Yeah, no, I'm pretty decent. I'm just still quite tired, but I think I might just meditate afterwards,
Yeah.
and drink some water. So,
Okay, I got one for you.
oh, do you? Okay.
Ready? Okay. This seems specific to your lineage, right? Because the
Oh,
Asian lineage
interesting.
is different. Um, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion, mondillion, decillion, undecillion, duodecillion, tridecillion, quattro, quindecillion, sextillion, septendecillion. So yours is actually lower down. Okay, so I want you to focus septendecillion levels down. I
Oh
know
my
you have
goodness.
no idea what that like you can't even comprehend how far that is. But I was actually watching a video um, from some ancient tablets from ancient Babylon where
Hmm.
they talk about there being levels under the earth so far down where it's like a prison.
Hmm.
And I just wonder, how ancient we are. What kind of traumas did we experience down, low down in the earth that's in the DNA? And so this is why those low levels get brought up. And you all got just kind of chills when I said that, didn't you? So
Hmm.
yeah, so it's real. And the good news is we can clear it. So frickin' hallelujah, done with that. Okay, so septendecillion levels down, something happens in the father realm for you with dad. So please take a deep breath in and hold. God, please clear all of my dimensions, septendecillion levels down with whatever happened in my ancestry and DNA related to the father. And then exhale, blow it out. I want you to stretch. I want you to yawn. I want you to let that energy move through and out, up and out. And for all of you on the call, you can also do it. Up and out. It's releasing the cord. So as you focus on that level and you clear the dimension, I see a cord actually letting go out of your body, which then causes the energy that was pulling down septendecillion levels down to come back up into your body. So you feel lighter and brighter and more energized and less depleted, which is kind of miraculous and amazing and really cool. Okay, deep breath in and out. I might want to move a little bit here. Wow, that's a big lightening up. And I'm glad you said this because I think a lot of the other women are getting a lot of clearing from this as well.
Oh, I'm still yawning. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, feel a lot of heat coming through. Yeah, very good. Okay, deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need, septendecillion levels down with fully healing this issue with the father. And then exhale, blow it out. Wow. They're gonna stretch and yawn with this one. Oh my word. Letting it move out and through.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Like my energy feels so much. Oh, oh, so much more alert.
Yeah. Well,
So
imagine
wild.
you have this cord going septendecillion. That wasn't, you weren't aware of it, right? So it wasn't affecting you. But then we start diving into dad. And now it gets illuminated. Now it's septendecillion levels down, billions and millions so far down. That's a lot of weight pulling, right? Down, which is so tiring, right? So now you've let go of that cord. Now it's like a boomerang. All this energy's coming back. Wow. Okay. Good God. Clear everyone's dimensions with whatever this brought up, because this brought up a whole nother layer of gobbledygook. So God, please clear everyone's dimensions with all the stuff that this level, this layer of going into brought up about the father, about dad. Yeah, Alicia Law, I have to commend you, has, to me, when I tune into her energy field, an incredibly ancient soul. Incredibly ancient. I've told you this before, and you're like, I don't know. But I tune into you and I just get very ancient. And so, because of that ancient energy, the healing has to go deeper for you. And that's okay. That's okay. And it helps us all to clear better too, because a lot of you are very ancient souls too. So, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, please take a deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully integrate, to fully heal from this last clearing through my physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Deep breath in and out. Wow. Holy mother. Wow, that was like a full, complete shift in everyone's being. Wow. You all just got even brighter and lighter. That was wild.
I'm like still yawning. So
You guys
crazy.
gotta watch the recording, because from that clearing to this moment, like the light quotient, I don't know if you can see this, like went up quite tremendously. I got the DNA tingles happening. Whoo, deep breath in and out. Tap the side of your hands. Integrate it, ground it. Oh, you thought you'd already done the clearing for today.
I know, I really did. I'm
Here's
like,
the
I'm good.
finale. Here's the finale. Okay, sore spot. Oh, you're gonna have more yawns here, so just let them come out. Mm. Good. It's okay for me to integrate this. It's okay for me to heal this.
It's okay for me to integrate this. It's okay for me to heal this.
God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to heal.
God, please give me as many spirit placements as I need to heal this.
Good. Let them come in. Deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Good. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully and completely heal and integrate from everything that's all on all the energy levels throughout all directions of time and space. Good. Do head squeeze on exhale 10 times just to clear out what's up. Side of the hand. Good. God, please clear all of my dimensions with anything and everything that got brought up on this call that's still there related to the dad or the father. And then just exhale, blow it out. Touch over the top of the head. There we go. There we go. Wow. Okay. There we go. Okay, deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully ground, fully heal, and integrate everything we worked on with the Father with this call. And then exhale, blow it out. Good, deep breath in and out. Very good. Good, Alicia La, how you doing?
Good. It's actually really interesting how night and day my energy is because I was quite I wasn't like so tired that I almost was falling into bed, but I had quite a heaviness and a lethargy.
Yeah.
And I hadn't thought too much of it. And it's interesting how much brighter my energy and like just how much more energized I feel. And it was interesting when you were talking about the Babylon, whatever, the how many levels down. I was thinking about were you saying that it's like Pluto in Capricorn
Right.
and how it's opposite uh the Jupiter and the Venus in Cancer? And I don't know, I was feeling that I feel like this clearing or that we just did now felt like that I don't know, that Pluto
Very good.
Capricorn
Yes.
energy.
Good
Um
astrology student you are. Very good. Yes. That's exactly right. You nailed it. The underworld, the structure, the father, helping us to nurture ourselves, helping us to love ourselves, right? So we're confronting it so that the world out there doesn't have to give us lessons to confront it, right? This is the opportunity to face it first. And that means the aspect has done its job. It's just here for us to look at what's there. We face it and it's not there anymore. And then the roadway is open. Good work, Alicia Law.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that. It was like a 11th hour. The clearing I didn't even know that I needed.
Right. Yeah. Isn't that the case, man? Even for myself, when I do work, when Michael works with me, I'm just like always so mind blown by what we end up clearing, right? So I totally get it. It's always a surprise what we actually have to heal.
Well, and it's funny, I think, when you think you're done,
Oh,
and then
right.
you're like, oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So how are
Mm,
y'all feeling now?
thanks so much. Great.
Feeling great. Okay. Okay. Any last final shares? I want to make sure everyone has a chance to share or express that thumbs up. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
just verbally, thanks to Alicia, because that was good.
Yeah. Woo! Right. I was thinking that too. I was like, if you're an old soul and you have incredible depth to who you are, when you tune into something, you're gonna get something for everyone else. So don't be afraid to share if you have an awareness because you can help everyone else to go deeper. That was something. I'm not even gonna put into words what we just cleared, but that was like some kind of mass is gone now. So yeah, bravo.
Well, and
Mhm.
I think that was such an interesting awareness too for me in terms of how often I might brush something off of, oh, like this is good enough. I need to move on and do other things, or I'll just do something else. Um, yeah, I
Well,
think that was
well,
just a very interesting awareness.
so thank you, Alicia Law. I'll just let you know that on this call, I'm not going to ever let you get away with that. And so have no fear because I can read vibration and energy through sound. So when you talk to me and you tell me how you're doing and where you're at, um, I will know
Your spidey sense will go.
It's just like there is more here. And I will not let you leave until we get it. So, of course, you can leave whenever you want. But if you want to clear it, I'll help you. Yeah. So, round of applause for everyone. I'm just going to ask one more time since we brought up some rather deep stuff here at the end of the call. I'm just going to say, God, please clear all of our dimensions with anything and everything that what Alicia Law brought up. God, please clear all of your dimensions with anything and everything that got brought up through what Alicia Law just shared. God, please clear all of your dimensions with that. Deep breath in, deep breath out, shake it out, move it out, clear it out. Very good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There it is. And then deep breath in and hold. God, please give me as many spirit replacements as I need to fully heal from whatever Alicia Law brought up, fully integrate, fully ground, fully come back to me. And then exhale, blow it out. And shake and stretch and yawn and move. Good. And I just ask God again to fill up everyone's spiritual body, everybody's God cord, and everybody's physical body with pure golden light, with being grounded, centered in their value and their worth and their worthiness and how valuable they are. God, please fill up all of their bodies with pure golden light through all directions of time and space. Good. Deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And we ask God to give you as many spirit replacements as you need to fully integrate and ground and land this healing into your physical plane, into your 3D life, into your friends, your relationships, and your family. We ask the ripple of this call, of the vibration you are now in, to ripple out into every single layer and level of your life, so that as you go forth in your day, your whole world is remade to match you. There is no lag time between the clearing. Your relationships, the people in your life, your work, your business, everything is going to reflect this new energy state and vibration you're in. And we ask God to clear all of your dimensions with this. Good. And we ask God to give you as many spirit replacements as you need to fully integrate, land, ground, create, manifest, and be this. Deep breath in and out. God, please give them as all the spiritual gifts they need to integrate this healing into their 3D world and life. Whether it's protection, whether it's amplification, whether it's strengthening, whether it's uplifting or grounding or anchoring or connecting. God, give them the spiritual gifts they need to bring their new expanded vibrational state related to the Father into their 3D world, into their business self, their relationship self, into their family lives. And God, please give them all the spiritual gifts they need to upgrade their 3D reality to match it, and give them as many spiritual gifts as they need to fulfill this and clear all their dimensions of any blocks to having it. Ah, that's big. Yeah. Deep breath in and out. Oh, you can rub your sore spot just to let it come in. Just to let it come in. As you get ready to ride your horse of life into this solstice window, into this powerful point of light and attraction, be asking yourself, what do I want to create? What do I want to magnetize? What do I want to illuminate? What do I want to activate? That is what this light is here for. And Linda, you're building the seed for its full expression come December. Building that seed. Woo, it's going to have a lot of time to grow. Yeah. Wow. Good. How y'all doing out there? Yeah. Oh, wow. That was a shift and a half for sure. Heading out to my horses next. Fantastic, Linda. It's a good place to go right now. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, if anyone wants to share, you're welcome to. Otherwise, we're gonna head out for the day. Really great work, everyone. Carly, did you want to share something?
Oh, I just wanted to say it's amazing. The more we clear, the faster everything else seems to clear. It's
Yeah.
like the snowball effect. It's hard to begin with, and it feels stuck, and then you get that blown out, and the next stuff feels stuck. But you do this over and over, and with the collective help of everybody here, it makes it even more powerful. And just all of a sudden, stuff gets blown out, and it just goes quicker and quicker and quicker, and everything releases so much faster.
Yeah, that's right.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah. So bring your friends, invite your sisters, your colleagues, bring them to the call so we can uplift more and more of this world. Great work, everyone. You're all doing so, so good. Truly amazing. All right, ladies, sending you so much love and light. I'm going to share screen with some music, so feel free to dance yourself out into this sacred ceremonial of the solstice, and I look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday. Lots of love to all of you. All right, aloha.
Thank you, Lotus. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Lotus. Bye, everyone.
Good to be back. See you later.
Thanks so much. Have a good one.
King oyate king ni na wo chekie Machashni hamla Jamte wamblake Machaoyate hea Oh heya heya Oh heya heya Oh king o anka hey ya hey oh hey ya hey ya hey oh hey ya hey ya mitakuye o yasin hey ya mahaina hey ya Umitakwe o yasin heya Mahaina nina wang blake heya 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 oh Heya heya Tunka shila shunka wahan heya Mahaking lila changte washte heya Oh heya heya oh Oh heya heya oh Changte wakang wang yang wang blaki Makaking oya teking inawo chekie Heya heya oh Heya heya oh Wani tu king he han Mahashni hangla Chante wang blake Mahaoyate heya Oh heya heya oh Oh heya heya oh Mitakuye o yasin heya Mahaina heya heya oh Heya heya